Yes, the bubbly part. We can't start until we get to the bubbly part. Look at Beatrice. All right. We're gonna play this at the end in its entirety. We're gonna ease on down to the world according to Beatrice Noel. Welcome, everybody. Life is good. Now we have challenges, but we always have to remain and always say life is good because we're here. You have a lot of spirits on this level. You have a lot of envious people on this level who don't want to see you have your joy, and you got to kick them in the behind. And even when you feel it a little bit, you still got to proclaim life is good. If you got diarrhea, life is good. If you bust your knee on the daggone coffee table, life is good. If you ran out of those Viagra pills you don't need to be taking and things are falling, life is still good. So Beatrice Noel and Empress Ella G, talk to me. Join on in and let me know how you're doing. Talk to
Oh,
us.
hi Beatrice. How you doing, sweetie? All is well? Oh, Queen Beatrice,
All
how
is
are
well in our
you?
kingdom. All is well in our kingdom.
In Beatrice
All
The
is
land.
well in the
paparazzi is
kingdom.
just all over the place.
Brother Lance, check your text messages, please.
All right. So,
Yeah,
So,
I got you.
yeah,
I'll
I
make
turn off the
adjustments.
speaker like that. It's much better like that because I don't want there any echo or whatever. Hey, y'all.
right.
How are y'all doing? How are you doing,
We're,
We're
Empress
we're, we're,
good.
we're
Elegy?
good, we're
We're
good, we're
good.
good,
We're
we're
good.
good. We're doing good, hun.
We're
Doing
safe.
good.
We're good.
We're going
Yes,
to be
Yeah,
good.
indeed.
I'm
Listen.
looking at CNN talking shit about Haiti still, like, but we're about to talk about it.
That's what we want to
So,
hear about from you, for sure.
mm, for sure. But before we start, I'm gonna start with because I wanted. That's why I wanted to go to the Dream of Thomas Sankara because I have a dream. It wasn't really about him, but I'm gonna read it for y'all what I saw because I stayed late watching the last speech of Thomas Sankara because I
Yes.
also sent it to you on WhatsApp. So, and even if I never met the guy, so whenever I watch him, it always brings tears to my eyes because um, it brings me so much sadness to realize how far we will go on our path of self destruction. Because the reality is that men, not just black people, men prefer to be lied to. That's the truth. Because Jesus told the truth. What did we do with Jesus? The same way there were other saviors. There was Krishna. Krishna was telling the truth. There was also Rama. What did we do with him? There was Guru Nanak. Even the Buddha, Siddhartha, he got poisoned in the poisoned rice. But he died,
That's
just
bad.
like Jesus, they were not like angry or in contempt. They were forgiveful and they move on. There was also the spiritual leader of Jalalud, Dinwumi. This guy was lynched, stoned to death. That's crazy. So we prefer to be lied to. So that's why every time I watch him speak, even think about him, I start crying. Because he was saying the truth. We do not like to be told the truth. Unfortunately, that's the reality. So, as I know, because that was before I went to sleep. So I went to sleep and I had a dream. So in a dream, I saw a small black and white a feathered swallow, what they call in French, hirondelle, or like a mockingjay, and it died in my bathroom by the shower. But even though it's dead, it kept singing, but it's not loud. But I'm like, why is it
Right,
singing?
right.
So I left and would do about my business. But when I came back, it was still singing. And he was singing louder and louder and louder. So when I saw that, I was overcome with so much grief for not taking care of the bird. Because to me, the bird's alive and still singing that I woke up because I felt so much guilt. But when I woke up, I realized what the dream meant. It means that even though Thomas Sankara is dead, but the revolution is still there.
Right.
His ideal is still alive. That's what the dream meant. So I guess in a sense it's saying that I shouldn't be crying about him dying, but I still do. I watch it, I start crying. So I guess even though that the bird was dead, but the spirit was relentlessly singing. So it means that even though, like I said, Sankara have died, the revolution has not. So once the seed are planted, you cannot kill a revolution. The domino effect cannot be halted. You
That's
can
right.
stop a revolution. So to give you an idea, good afternoon, Sun Kiss Felicia Edwards. How are you doing? Hello, Eric. So let me read like extract from Sankara's last speech in Addis Ababa to show you why devils killed him.
Yes.
So he
And
said,
the
go ahead.
speech, I want you to speak directly to the people, our brothers and sisters in Haiti in Creole, so those who don't understand English can get a good word of hope. Give them a little word of encouragement after this.
After that, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Baina below for Haiti. That's why I said I kept it for Haiti. So he said, our country produces enough to feed us all. We can even produce more than we need, but unfortunately, for lack of organization, we still are begging for food aid. This type of assistance is counterproductive. Counterproductive. And it is making us believe that we can only be beggars in need of aid. We must put aside this type of aid and succeed in producing more, because the one who feeds you usually imposes his will on you. Let us consume what we can control. When you asked me, where is imperialism? Just look into your plates. You'll see imported corn, rice, and millet. That is imperialism. No need to look any further. When we said that we should not pay the debt, because he was talking about the debt to the World Bank, that he said the only way for Burkina Faso to thrive is to stop paying that stupid debt, because they're there in 4 years. He like put the country back into its feet without asking any assistance whatsoever. He did it on his own. So he said, when we say that we should not pay the debt, it is not because we are immoral, devoid of dignity, or incapable of keeping our word, but because we do not have the same moral standards as the others. The same moral standard don't exist between the poor and the rich. The exploiter of the people and the exploited don't use the Bible and the Quran the same way. You will need to have 2 versions of the Bible and 2 versions of the Quran. So he said, gentlemen, with all your support, we can bring peace to our home. We could also use all the great potential to develop Africa, because the ground and underground are rich. We have enough manpower. We have an immense market from north to south, from east to west. We have enough intellectual power to create and to learn science and technology wherever we find it. The debt problem needs to be analyzed starting from its origin. Those who lent money to us are the same people who colonize us, are the same who so long manage our states and our economy. The debt, moreover, is linked to the machinery of neo-colonialism. The colonizers became technical assistants. I would like to call them technical assassins. And today's shape, controlled and dominated by imperialism, the foreign debt is a well-organized tool of colonial reconquest in order to make the African economy a slave of those who were so clever as to give us capital with the obligation of reimbursing them. We are asked to reimburse our debt, but if we do not pay, the capital lenders will not die. If we pay, we will die. We cannot pay. We don't want to pay. We are not responsible for the debt burden. We must be united, otherwise, individually, we will be murdered.
Wow.
So you can imagine why he died, because a month later, he was dead.
He's dead.
He was dead. So that's why. So, yeah, because Haiti is the same freaking situation. It started, after the Duvalier, then the debt. A debt that can never end. Actually, the debt started in 1805, where the United States forced us to pay $500 million in gold. Probably just worth $5 trillion now. When are you going to give it back, motherfucking devils? Give us a $5 trillion back. Okay, but instead, you all up my country's ass, say, where are the police officers? Where's the authorities? Where are the aides? Get the fuck out of Haiti, CNN. Yeah, get the fuck out. Because, man, the reason I'm seeing this is because I was watching, because, I'm trying to do something about Nigeria, because I spoke to a guy from there. You should hear the frustration in the voice of the guy. Because I don't know how those people feel comfortable that anybody else that doesn't have your money, your privilege, your status is so much in despair that the only way out they can see is to live your country. How are you comfortable with that? How can you call yourself fucking African? You're not. You are not one of us. Because if you were one of us, there's no way you could feel comfortable sitting in your nasty ass gold palace that smell like shit. I said it. While right next to you, there may be a family that has absolutely nothing to eat. Me, I'm not comfortable with that. You're not one of us. No, it's not acceptable. Especially if the person, he said he get paid $50 a month, man.
What?
$50 a month.
How does he live?
That's a very good question. I think that's about what my mom used to make. Because my mom used to make 3,000, because you have to divide it by 10. 3,000 Haitian dollars at the hospital and 5,000 at the police. So that's 8,000, but divided by 10, that's $800.
Right. Per month.
Yeah. No, but we live well with it. We were fine. We live well. But to tell you, yeah. Meanwhile, you got this fucking Dimitri Vob just wasting millions of dollars in Rockstar Hotel. Hard Rock in Hollywood. Yeah, he just spent $3 million in the competition, the poker company. He won.
Wow.
His first place with $900,000. Yes, Eric, that's a very good question. How does he live? Because I couldn't because him, I can relate because I came from Haiti. It's the same situation. But all I could feel is the frustration, man. You feel so much anger, frustration that you can say nothing. There's nothing you can do to console the person. So you can understand why those people, they rely on scamming, which is, I don't condone this shit, man. It's fucked up. Because y'all hypocritical. You also scam us. Not only white folks, us too. Okay? Meanwhile, let me tell y'all, stay away from dating sites. Okay, I know with COVID, y'all cannot find a man or girl. But let me tell y'all again, stay away from dating sites. Because all the time, it's Russian and Nigerian scamming you. Stay away from them. You'll know this. And they come in all shape. Before they used to use white man pictures. Now they use black man's pictures too. Mostly mulattoes and Arabs. They used to do like military man. I'm like, every time I say, like, where's your self-respect? This is disgusting. Especially if you say that, oh, there's one, I remember one, he said he has his own boat. He's exporting and importing stuff. But he want me to give him $100 so he can pay the taxes to
That's crazy. And they fall for this stupidity. They fall for it.
Motherfucker, you got a boat and I gotta give you $100.
Right.
You got a boat and I gotta give you $100. And how about the African queen, African royalties leaving you inheritance of millions of dollars? I started getting those nasty ass emails as soon as I create my Yahoo account. As soon as I created my Yahoo account, I get them African queen and princesses want to give me money. And people get, I mean, it's always old folks who always get caught up in this bullshit. Like, really?
True.
There's an African queen and you that thirsty, who gonna leave you money? You that naive? Because when I started getting them, I just arrived in the United States. I mean, I used to come and go, but I just moved to New York. And that's the first thing I started getting. And I knew better. This is a goddamn scam. You know, and the internet wasn't that wild and available, and social media wasn't that available like that. I knew it was a scam. But, like, forget it. They're on Craigslist. Oh, yeah, POF. Forget about POF. Yeah, Match.com. Oh, yeah, Match. Forget about OkCupid. Forget it. OkCupid. That's where they're like flies all up that shit. It's Plenty of Fish and OkCupid. It don't matter. Christian Mango, Match.com, eHarmony. This motherfucker's in all of them. Because it's good business. Because I was listening to a documentary where they say they made a profit of what? Over $3 million.
Lance, where's your site?
I know, right?
Scamming and dating sites. They made a profit of $3 million. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. $3 million. All right. Because you have to be me. I used to do it like that, but I never never went any further. The first thing I asked it, what's your number? Because I had to see what's your number. That's first thing. Where are you? Where you live?
Right.
Where you live?
Right.
Where your number? I don't want to call you. I don't want to text you. Because I want to know if your number is, because you said you're in Miami. Give me a Miami number. It's not Miami number. Scam. So secondly, where do you live? Where? Are you here? You're not here? Scam. You don't live in Miami? Scam. So, simple. And then there has to be a willingness to meet with you in the next couple of weeks. Because if everyone, scam. Scam. And it's just the way they talk.
I wouldn't give them weeks. I'd give them days.
No, I'm tripping. I know what it is, so I'm tripping. I'm just waiting for the moment when they ask me for money so I can cuss their ass out. Yeah, I let it ride. Because they said in the documentary they know who to scam. That's not true. That's not true.
You don't think so?
I have a whole bunch of fake white men on my Facebook right now, checking on me, and my Instagram. So I guess Lance gave me so much exposure.
You're targeted.
Man on Instagram and Facebook writing me.
Oh Lord.
You know?
No, they're not riding you yet. They want to ride you.
Okay, listen. For as far as I can remember as a child, my dream man was never a white man. Okay? It never was a white man. It always was like, one like me. Like, I like him like big, buff, and black, and light skin like me. That's how, not too light, just like me. Nah, I don't want him too light. That's not my thing. That's my thing. Yeah. No, I don't want him too light. Because they age faster.
Oh dear.
I want one like me who doesn't age fast.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah, no, not too light. You're gonna age fast. I want one like us. You know, that takes a long time to look old. That's what I want. Okay? I don't fantasize of white man. I dated white man, but I don't fantasize of white man. Okay? Actually, I don't fantasize of white man at all anymore. It's been 5 years. I know. You know? I know. Because I know I'm so freaked out with incubuses. And plural is incubi. That, because once you deal with an incubus, or if it's a succubus, or I don't know if you're gay, it's like an incubus, succubus for y'all too. If you're female, it's succubi. If you're male, it's incubi. Once you deal with them, you can never trust your feelings anymore. You can never trust your imagination. You can never trust your You can't. Because you don't know if it's yours or not. You don't know if you're being manipulated. So you can't trust it.
Right.
Even like in your feeling, you can't trust it. So in a way, incubi, they fuck you up. Because you can never trust anything anymore. They fuck you up. But to come back to Nigeria, so that's one. And then again, imagine the trip they do from Nigeria through the Sahara, get all the way to Libya to try to get to Italy.
Right.
Once they get to Libya, they might get enslaved. And that's some fucked up shit. We're back to slavery. There's one guy, Musa, and I think I still have his video. He got enslaved. He got captured 6 times, man. 6 times he got resold as a slave. 6, okay, he tried to escape. The 7th time, he left Libya. But he got captured 6 times. So that's why when CNN was talking all that shit about slavery, he's like, why they never interviewed me? Why they never interviewed me?
They already know your story.
Okay? So he said that all those people that keep dying in the ocean, he said, how come you never find their bodies? He said, because they're harvesting their organs. That's why you never find the bodies. The same way the Nigerian they keep capturing, they're harvesting their organs too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible. That all those Syrian, Afghan, whatever, they harvest their organs. That's why we never find their bodies. And they harvest their organs for the United Nations, for the Union, what are the European Union for them? They actually sponsor Libyans terrorists to enslave people to stop them to get into Italy or to Greece. Okay? So they know about the slavery. They know about it.
Right.
They actually pay for them to keep them enslaved so they don't have to come to Italy. But once they pass Libya, so now when they get to Italy, so particularly the women, they're told that they have to pay $40,000 to the coyote, or the Nigerian coyote. If you don't pay that, so they're forced into prostitution. If you don't prostitute yourself and give that money, they are beaten to death. They are terrorized, they are raped, they are beaten and forced to prostitute.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's the Nigerian mafia in Italy now. You believe that the Nigerian? Yeah, I heard about it a couple years ago, but now it seems to get bigger and bigger in Italy now. There's a Nigerian mafia. And obviously, it's still there because it's profitable for the white man. If it wasn't profitable for Italians, it wouldn't be there. Let's keep this shit real. You know, if devils didn't want it, it wouldn't be there. Okay? So, me, I don't know. Because I can't tell y'all what to do, but I can tell y'all the solution is definitely not leave Nigeria. Okay? Because it's true, they're exploiting you. But at the same time, you got power over them. You just don't realize that. The same way in Haiti. You got power because they cannot produce nothing without you. You have to actually work for them.
It's crazy.
Okay? They cannot produce anything without you. You have to actually be in their factories. You have to actually be in their stores. You have to actually be there on their plants, their nuclear plants, or do they have nuclear plants in Nigeria? I don't know. Or in their the power plant or the oil thing. You have to be there. You're not there, they can't produce nothing. So why? I'm talking about unionizing. Not only unionizing, I mean, be smart. Do this in a smart way. And y'all the smartest motherfuckers. Yeah, I would say that. The smartest motherfuckers here at the universities are the Nigerians.
True.
So y'all smart enough to be the smartest motherfuckers here in the universities, but y'all cannot overthrow a group of rich assholes in Nigeria? You're millions. There are few.
They're controlled by Christianity, just like everywhere else.
Yeah, that's why it is the opium of the people. It is the opium of the people, just like Karl Marx said. Because, god damn. But that has nothing to do with the Christian value. I mean, what is Christian about you being dirt poor and an asshole living right next to you in a golden palace? What's Christian about it? Yes, you're right. They cannot even survive without colored people. They cannot survive without us at all. So it's just like the dream of Thomas Sankara. I mean, it's time for y'all to wake up. You know? Because y'all keep saying you can't do it. Because I heard his frustration. But I even said it. You are not helpless. You are many. They cannot exist without you. They cannot be rich without you. Even here, they don't exist without you. Okay? When I don't work, man, my job harass me. And they know I'm in school. Because they cannot exist without me. They need a Creole interpreter. When I started this job in 2017, immigration said that I would never work for a government job again. Guess who called me Friday?
Really?
This time it wasn't the court. It was immigration. It was immigration. Because you cannot exist without me, and I know that. Y'all got power. Okay, that's how the union were created, because all the oppressed black folks, oppressed Mexican, oppressed Chinese, they were like, hey, we're the one who's in power, actually. You allow them. Let me tell you something. There's this guy, he made a documentary, and he made complete sense what he said. I gotta find the name of his channel. But he was talking about ancient Egypt and ancient Rome, ancient Greece, and he said something that really important. Because he said in the beginning, everybody was, equal. You got your land, I got my land, and we live together, we collaborate. But as soon you start delegating power to a certain group of people for no reason, abuse will start.
Right.
Because you allow them to be in power. They're in power because of you. You're the one who allowing them to abuse you. Said as soon as you said they're the leader, so the leader can say you're a slave. You're a slave because you made me the leader. When in fact, you're the one who put them in power. They can't exist without you. They're not. They can talk all that shit they want, saying, "Oh, why you so poor? Why you so ignorant? Why you so disorganized? You don't know what you want." Bullshit. If all of us say, "You know what? Fuck y'all. We're not working today."
There you go.
We're not working the whole fucking week.
There you go. And stick to it.
Stick to it.
Because that's the problem, That's the biggest problem. Everybody, you can have an agreement. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. But as soon as there's a little bit of pressure, somebody's going to buckle. Somebody's going to give in. And that's the end of that. If you don't have it in a group where it's everybody stick together, it's not going to happen.
How do you think the union gets so much power?
Yeah.
Because them factories, it's money. If you have one factory, nobody's working for a whole week, that's millions of dollars.
Exactly.
That's millions. Now that's billions of dollars. You do this to Nigeria, Nigeria will lose trillions of dollars. Because Nigeria is the richest country in Africa and one of the 10th richest countries in the world.
Right.
You do this, they will lose trillions of dollars. It's not to say, "Oh, we're powerless." We have look. The queen has to fix her chair. Okay? Yeah, we're powerless. We're powerless. We don't know
Let's
what
get
to
it
do.
Together, queen.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. We get no. You're the one who's always in power. You always have been in control. That's why they have religion fooling you and dociling you. They make you submissive with stupid ass shows, stupid ass reality shows. Because now there's Big Brother in Nigeria.
For real.
Okay? They subdue you with stupid ass Nollywood, stupid ass Afrobeat and ridiculous ass religion. That's because they keep you docile. When once the day you stop listening to all that shit, you'll be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm tired of being abused. Yeah. Guys, I'm tired of being abused. Yeah, this gotta stop. This gonna stop today. Hey, look here. Gotta fix the chair. Yes.
Your hair is giving the tiara grief. Come on, man, get it together.
Yes, Cat, the wrong way. Okay? And same thing with the king. How do you think in the French Revolution the queen and the king got decapitated? A whole bunch of aristocrats got decapitated. Because the people realized they're the one in power. They're the one in control. That's why I am saying, just like but in a different way, because this was stupid. Blackzit too, but Blackzit from all politicians. You want our vote? You're gonna have to work for that fucking vote. Give me what I want, then I'll think about voting for you. That's how it's supposed to be. No, start working for it, and then I'll think about it. Okay. So basically, we're going to talk about Haiti because I'm going to read about Baina below. But I'm begging y'all, do not donate to anybody. You know, for your Haitian friend, give money to your Haitian friend. You got Haitian family, give money directly to your Haitian family. Do not
Right.
donate money to them fucking devils, please. Because all you're going to do is fund somebody's wedding. Last time y'all funded Chelsea Clinton's wedding. That would really exasperate me if I found out there's another Clinton that getting married, you know, on the sweat and blood of Haitians.
Tell them.
Okay? Or Sean Penn is getting $1 million mention, $1 million this and that on the sweat and blood of Haitians. Or Wycliffe will become a superstar producer, music producer, on the sweat and blood of his own black brothers and sisters. Because he started talking shit. We don't want anything to do with you, Wycliffe. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you're not American. We want nothing to do with you.
Right.
We don't want your help. You know, you're a musician, stick to music. Stick to music. That's what you're good at. They ain't right. You know? Because what about what Dimitri Vob and Boulos and whatever? You're talking all that shit, spending millions of dollars at casino. How about you donate that money you made to people living okay instead? But you won't, because you're a piece of shit. I said it. You're a piece of shit. You won't. You know what unnerves me the most? And he got thousands of followers on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like, what the fuck? Boulos too. For what? These people are assassins. Even if they may not be involved in Jovenel Moïse's assassination, but they're killing you little by little. You can't even live in your own country. You know, you cannot live in your own goddamn motherland. Do you understand that? So this is a new level of cooning, okay? Even though they may not completely be white, but that's a new level of cooning. Fuck this. No, seriously, I wish y'all ill. That's how petty I am. I wish y'all ill. Okay? So the last motherfucker I was talking about, he got murdered. So better watch out, because I keep naming your name. Because this Haitian motherfucker know how to put curse on people. But that was unwanted anyway. Damn. I don't wish that on anybody. Oh, damn. Man, I might wish you to break your leg or something, but not. Oh, damn. That's savage. I'm not like that. But yeah. So we're gonna move on now to Haiti because because Lance, I have to talk to my Haitian brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna read it. And
yes.
I'm gonna read it in English and then I'm gonna read it in Creole. I'll try, because since I'm a translator, an interpreter. So I'm gonna do it.
Yes, indeed. Go right ahead,
So
hon.
she said, she's talking about Haiti. This is a land that the founders sat down and decided would be the refuge for all Black people throughout the world. It's not whatever little group is living on it. It's not the possession, the property of the little group that is there now. But their vision was, we're going to create the space here as a place where any Black person running from any kind of oppressive havoc, oppressive chaos, they can come here and instantly any Black person who set foot on this land becomes automatically free and a citizen. Basically, she's saying, Tessa, qu'est-ce que c'est nous? Chita, et décidé faire un refuge pour tout le monde noir à travers le monde. C'est pas un refuge qui là pour n'importe qui monde qui rete l'autre bord. C'est la possession ni propriété moun qui vivent l'autre bord, c'est-à-dire en Haïti. Mais vision yo, c'est que nous allons créer un côté n'importe qui moun qui noir, qui a échapper n'importe qui forme d'oppression, n'importe qui forme de chaos. Yo ka venir ici Haïti et instantanément nous reconnaître yo tant que moun noir qui libre et qui automatiquement un citoyen haïtien. So she said, they went further. They said, anyone free in slavery who comes to Haiti will be free. But if you are Black, you are free and a citizen now. That is the mission of this country. So Haiti does not mean the small geographical space there. It means everywhere Black people can create a space that is a refuge for other Black people. Haiti is, as far as I know, the only island in the Caribbean that has its original name. Even though the criminals coming from Europe arriving on the island of Haiti, that's the name of the entire island, not Hispaniola, Haiti. That's what the Arawak people called it. And this for thousands of years before the criminals arrived from Europe. And when they arrived, they found the people that was estimated that were between 2 to 3.5 million Arawak on the island in 1492. 11 years later, it was estimated less than 100,000 people were living on this island. A little before they noticed that the people were just dropping off like flies. So, en Creole, Joseph New York, y a les pile loin, yo dit que si on moun di ma ou sauvé dans esclavage, s'il vient à Haïti, la vie libre. So, si on son moun noir, quand on arrive à ou libre et pour son citoyen haïtien, c'est mission pays. So Haïti, ça veut dire que c'est espace géographique qui dans Caraïbes là. Ça veut dire que quel que soit côté gain moun noir, quel que soit côté moun noir, ou qu'a décidé que c'est côté ça son refuge pour tout moun noir. Dit Haïti c'est le seul pays dans toute Caraïbes là qui jusqu'à présent est un original. Même si les criminels qui sont depuis l'Europe, ils viennent à Haïti. Mais non toute île là, c'était Haïti. C'est comme ça Arawak qui était les pays. Et des milliers d'années avant même criminels arrivaient sortir l'Europe. Les arrivés, ils viennent un paquet de monde. Ils viennent 2 à 3,5 millions Arawak dans l'île en 1492. 11 ans plus tard, il y était seulement 100 000 moun. 100 000 Arawak. Vous regardez, ouais, moun y beaucoup mouche a tombé. So, this problem Haiti has begun, obviously, 500 years ago. It's not just the earthquake, the occupation. It's 500 years ago, white devil decided to make a living hell out of Haiti. And to me, this is time where I'm saying, white devil, it's time for you to fucking leave. Really, CNN, I would love you to fucking leave. Get out of Haiti. Please, get the fuck out. I mean, if we had self-respect in Haiti, the Haitian would be like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of my country. We don't want your help. We don't want your news. You're not here to help us. You didn't help us in 2010. Why would you help us now? And that's really curious and peculiar that 10 years later, another earthquake, and you motherfuckers are all over our space again. Get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out. Let me fix my chair.
It makes you wonder they're manipulating the weather and doing this on purpose somehow, some way.
Okay.
Yes.
You never know what's going on underground there. An assassination, an earthquake, a possible tsunami. political unrest, deception, money grabs, death, murder, and killing. Why? Why? I mean, it's like I hate to use this analogy, but it's like a man who raped a woman and goes back and rapes her again and kills and rapes her. What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want, devil?
When does it end?
Never.
But it shows you the integrity of the nations around it. America right so close. A short plane ride, a short boat ride away. America's right there. And for all its military might, and for everything that it always claims how mighty it is, it can't throw a few dimes their way. And I don't do dimes to say it that way. But if you have so much and you worry about Israel and give them millions of dollars every year, not billions, where on the side of the world, Haiti is right there. Why can't you help Haiti when you help everybody else?
Exactly.
Yes, Miss T-Station, welcome, and to everybody else. I just wanted to throw my little piece. I'm feeling it.
500 years.
For real.
It's not only Haiti. It's not only that. That's why, you might as well put the Native American with the same boat with us. Because shit, they decimated these motherfuckers. What? They decimated these motherfuckers. Oh.
But I feel like whatever is going on right now is just a gross distraction from the assassination. They're trying to cover something, and this is a gross distraction, because this is going to take a minute to clear up, and in the meantime, everybody's mind is going to be on getting the country back together again, not the assassination.
Yeah, I would go a step further. Like, have the American leave Haiti, invite the Russian, the Chinese, and the Japanese. Because the first earthquake, the Chinese, they build the schools. They may be unethical, but they build a bunch of schools. The Japanese, they reestablished the irrigation system for Port-au-Prince.
Right.
Okay? And with the Russian, you get trained military, trained police. That's what you will get for sure. Yeah, they'll get what they want, but they're not like the Americans. Americans don't give you nothing.
They don't leave you decimated. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. European the same way. French nothing. Actually, what the French did, because when they got their I gotta read that part too from Baina Berlot, the last part of her speech. When they were the lady said that the ex-ambassador of the African Union for the United States, she said that when the French ex-colony wanted their independence, France asked them to pay that tribute yearly, right? And some of them said no. So she said they went to Djibouti, and there they pour in cement in all the irrigation pipes, completely rendering the city obsolete. Or the capital in Djibouti, obsolete. Yeah, if you got no water, you can function. If you got no sewers, no water, no nothing.
Right.
So to make all the others, I think that was the message when they murdered the Congolese president, the Burundi president, the Rwandan president, and especially Thomas Sankara. It was a message. Because, that's why I cried, because he didn't deserve it. He really didn't deserve it. Especially if the man, when he died, he left only a broken freezer and 2 bikes, which means he wasn't corrupt. He didn't even have a house. He had a rented apartment, a small rented room. Which
really?
Yes. He left nothing. And worse, when he died, they didn't even allow his family to mourn or bury him. They dumped him in an unknown grave. And they disallowed the country to mourn him. It's only when finally, and he was his best friend, man, Blaise Compaoré. With the help of the French, of course. Blaise Compaoré. Yeah, it was his best friend who did that. Wow. I said, brother, and I cannot call you brother, but it's only Sakai you did this. No, you didn't only stab Sakai in the back. You stabbed all of us in the back because it's just shameful.
Right.
It's just shameful. You know, at least you would just murder him. Not only you murder him, you dump him in a mass grave. You disallowed his family to mourn him. You disallowed the whole country to bury him or mourn him with dignity. And the man was an honest man. He was a man of God. He wanted to become a priest. But his family said instead, have him go to the military. They didn't want him to become a priest. That ain't right. That ain't right. So, you can understand when I see Nigerian or whatever pretend to be white or acting crazy over a white person, how much, you know, just, I don't know. It's not disgust, it's beyond disgust. The feeling that you make me feel is beyond disgust. Because they are truly fucking devils.
Right.
They are truly fucking devils.
Girl.
Yep.
I saw something today on a post where there is some Supreme Court judge who's being held. You saw that, right?
Whoa.
You heard about that?
Not yet. No,
in connection with the assassination.
Oh yeah. No, everybody was involved.
Yeah.
No, that's a major conspiracy.
Yeah.
That's why it happened.
That's why you have the earthquake right now.
I know. Yeah, that's really coincidental. Way too coincidental.
That's why you have the earthquake.
Fucking devils. Talk about devils. Because I'm done watching the alien documentary. Might as well say them aliens are fucking racist too. Because how come you can fuck with nuclear testing, but you didn't stop them devils from slaughtering millions, hundreds of millions of Native Americans? You didn't stop them devils slaughtering and enslaving 500 million black people?
Right.
Oh, really? Nah, man, that documentary is full of shit. Because, that's the first thing that crossed my mind. Okay. So y'all got the power to fuck with nuclear weapons, but it's okay for white devil to decimate everybody else. Nah, man, I see an alien, it's going to be my foot up your ass. You ain't going to fuck with mine. I'm going to fuck with yours. It's going to be my foot up your ass and you're fucking racist.
Right.
Oh, that's probably from Lance.
Lance, are you there?
Yeah, he has a speaker. That's why I turned mine off because I didn't want that. I need my pills. But yeah. So this was all the shit CNN is saying about hey,
Yeah, step away for a second. I'm good.
Oh, you good?
Do we have some echo?
Right.
You were echoing. You weren't on mute, so we were hearing everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I had the phone when I walked away to go to the restaurant. I'm back though.
Right.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
So I don't have it here. I gotta find that portion for Baina Belo's discourse from the speech. Let me see where she got it. Okay, what she said. Okay, she said, now I'm a slave master, right? I spent 100 years beating up on you, your grandma, your great grandma. making you work for nothing for me for centuries after centuries. And then one day, independence must come. It's okay. Fine. Let's have independence. Let's sit down, talk about it. Here, how your independence is going to go. Let me tell you, now that we are all happy, we shake hands. How sweet. All the land that I took from your family remains my land, of course. And now you out in the street begging. You know that I'm going to say, look at this bum. What is wrong with him? They can do nothing for themselves, always begging. And we are so stupid that we won't even say, yeah, I'm begging because you stole my land.
Exactly.
I'm begging because you killed my mother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm begging because you slaughtered my grandmother and grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I'm begging because you raped my sisters. That's why I'm begging.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm extremely irritated. And where's the military? I'll tell you why there's no military, why there's no authority, CNN. Because in 1994, Bill Clinton came and disbanded our army. That's why there's none. That's why there's no army, there's no police, there's nothing. You motherfuckers disbanded. You made sure you stayed disbanded because you occupied us. I think for like 5 years or more. Yeah, for 5 years. Yeah, the whole time Aristide was there. Them devils was there too. So I don't think there's that one point we ever wanted you motherfuckers there. We don't want you there. Okay? Yeah, but we don't want you. Because especially when them how do you call them? The pastors. Oh, they're pedophiles. When they're not pedophiles, they're still your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Then pastor, then United Nations a representative, pedophiles and child thief, organ harvesters. That's what you are. Fucking devils. Get the fuck out. You know? And actually, we've been protesting. Just Jovenel Moïse's assassination was a real distraction. Right before it, people were like, we don't want you Americans here anymore. We don't want this embassy here anymore.
True.
We don't want you there.
The young people were uprising.
You don't want you there. Somehow, they managed to turn around this shit and have us rally over a guy that was slaughtering us. That make no motherfucking sense. That make no sense. Whatsoever. Oh, there's something she said also about the Indian, because even I remember in the history book, they used to call the Arawak cannibals. But it wasn't the Arawak. There was a group that was cannibals. They wasn't the Haitians. And the cannibals are always a smaller group. Because Haiti, if you watch the video, she said Haiti means the land. Because the Haiti, it's not Haiti boy, Kiskea Boyo. It's either you call it Haiti, or you call it Kiskea, or you call it Boyo. It doesn't mean land, mountainous land. Because Haiti, it's not what it means. Haiti means the land that elevates you spiritually. That land that connects you with the spiritual world. That's what Haiti means.
Right. Okay.
Maybe that's why the devil for 500 years refused to leave us alone. 500 years, man. 500 years. Bonsoir, comment ça va? Yeah, 500 years. Okay? She said the European went to Jamaica collecting a portion of the population that brought them Haiti to dig for gold for them, because since they decimated the Haitian Arawak. And that population disappeared as well. They went to Puerto Rico and brought boatloads of Arawak and Tainos and Caribs. And that population disappeared in Haiti. Only then did the white man, we told the good father, Las Casas. Las Casas being so kind, he felt now they're practically all dead. We shouldn't kill them all off completely. Obviously, they're not strong enough for the labor we want them to do. We should go to Africa and get some big, strong black folks. Bring them here to do this job, to work for us for nothing. Okay? So this was a very pure father. Oh yeah, of course. All them fathers, them white devils are sent. Because actually it was Jean Paul II who decanonized all these fuckers. Because they found out some of them were mass murderers, pedophiles, and assholes. So he says that, this was a very pure father, Las Casas, a very humanitarian man who owned big plantation in Cuba and Puerto Rico. And in the name of Jesus, he said, for boatloads of our brothers and sisters in Africa to travel the entire ocean, all these many miles to come here and work so somebody else will get rich. Not somebody else, we know already, so devils can get rich. We should be angry. You should be angry. And they don't want us angry. No, why are you angry? Why are you so angry? No, we're not racist. I got black friends. I got black cousins. I have black. Yeah, I got black basketball players' friends. Why are you angry? Why can't we just forget about it? Let's move on. Why can't we move on? Why can't we move on?
Exactly.
Why are you on my land, motherfucker? Why are you on my land? Get the fuck out of Haiti. Get the fuck out of Africa. Why are you on our land? Okay? So she said, now we're told this whole process is supposed to be civilization, civilizing process. I remember that in the history book. I remember reading that. We are told the Arawak were savage. We are told in some cases they were cannibals. But you know, these Arawak were living there for thousands of years.
Quite peacefully.
Multiplying. Okay? 3.5 million people eliminated in less than 11 years. Only a few Europeans came on this island. If we had 3.5 million cannibals on an island and a few thousand Europeans came, and after 11 years, the cannibals were all dead and the civilizers were still there. Is there something wrong with this information or not? Let me fix my chair. Fix my chair.
Yes, our queen. Fix the chair. Your comfort is paramount.
My chair. Okay. So, yeah. And the thing is, the Puerto Ricans, they took our queen from us, Anacaona. Now they call her Taino queen. No, bitch. She's Arawak. She's Haitian. She's not Taino. She's Arawak. You motherfuckers don't even know how she died. They always portray her as this beautiful queen, brought in, that she was standing like on a tray, they're carrying her. No, she was a grandmother. She was a warrior queen. She resisted the colonization for like 20 years. Her and her husband, they resisted. No, that the story they give you, that's not true. Because before the colonizer, there's a video where she explained it. Before the colonizer arrived, one of them had a dream. And the dream, because African used to go to America for thousands of years, and they would exchange knowledge for corn. That's why there's corn in Africa. So that's why, because the knowledge, the technology we gave them, they call us the Olmec. They call us God, the Olmec. So when they were saying that some of them, when they saw the colonizers that coming in, and the ship, like they're flying through the sea, they thought they were the Olmec. But I think it's Boyka, he had a vision. And they told him, no, they're devils. They're not what you think they are. And he saw that because there were two black men in the history book that said, because you won't find that story in Haiti. You find it here, unfortunately. The conqueror get to rewrite history. So he said, Kaunabo, because the fiercest one was Kaunabo. He said he noticed that there were two black men among them, the first group that came, and they were mistreating the two black ones. They were wondering why, because the black one were the Olmec, why they were mistreating the Olmecs. So from that behavior, Kawanaba was apprehensive. So for years, and that took them very, very in an imbecile way. Because and Kawana, they told her that they wanted a treaty. They took Kawanaba the same way. The peace treaty, and they said they brought her bracelets to seal the deal. And those bracelets were chains. They enchained her and enchained Kawanaba. That's how they took them. And that wasn't the end of it. Kawanaba, they tied him up with a cannon. His mouth tied up to a cannon.
Oh my God.
And they dropped him in the middle of the ocean to drown to death. And Kawana, they tied him to a horse. Christophe Colomb did that. Christopher Columbus did that. Tied her to a horse and dragged her body alive from Haiti to the Dominican Republic. Alive. And by a miracle, she was still alive when they did that to her.
God Almighty.
And you get upset when I call you devil, when all you do is behave like a fucking devil.
Yes.
That fucking entitled devil. That's why I say it's time for us, the Coalition of Black Nation, to remove himself from all devils. It's time for us to remove ourselves, to distance ourselves from them. Okay, because we tried it. We tried to work with you with Martin Luther King. You murdered him. He didn't die being shot. He died in a hospital, smothered to death by the doctor. We tried it with the Black Panthers, making, we have white folks, we have Native American, all of y'all. And yet again, you slaughtered us. We cannot trust you. But no matter what, you will stab us in the back. You will. Because that is in your nature. You are destructive. You can't be upset, but even before you started enslaving us, you were enslaving your own kind. Roman had tons of slaves, and they were not black. They were white. Greeks had tons of slaves. They were not black or Arab. They were white. Egyptian had slave, but that's before us. That's after us. After us. But we didn't have any, because actually Y'all were all fucked up. We fixed Egypt for you. And then you fucked it up with slavery. Okay? The same way in Russia still had slavery. Even after the treaty, the stuff, Russia still had slavery. But they were not, they still were white. Same thing with the Vikings. They were, yeah. Because in the beginning, they didn't want black. They thought we were from the devil. They didn't want anything to do with us. So it is in your nature to be destructive. You're self-destructive. You know?
Right.
And that's why you keep like lashing on us like a nasty spirit, sucking on us like a fucking vampires. Because you know you're destructive. You depend on us. Talking about la Tour Eiffel, about the Three Musketeers, the Versailles. You didn't build it, motherfucker. We did. All that gold you have at the Vatican, that's us. Give us a gold back. That's us.
Yes.
That's Malian gold. That's Haitian gold.
Yes.
Give it back. That's Ghanaian gold. Give it back. All your diamonds you got at Versailles, give it back to Congo. That's Congolese diamonds. Give it back. All the rubies you got, they're Indian. Give them back.
Tell it.
Don't give him back. Now it's time, no. You know, they may call me a black supremacist, but no, y'all destructive. Y'all just destructive. It's time for us to separate us from you. Because when you think about it, the only way you find yourself, you find your strength, is by distancing yourself from others. That's how you find who you really are. So in a sense, my black brothers and sisters, in order for us to find our own spiritual strength, our own, black heritage, distance yourself from them.
Yes.
It's about, let me fix my chair. Yeah, for real. Distance yourself, because the whole history is, they all like to glorify everything. No, it's all built on us, on the destruction of our nation and destruction of the Native Americans. Yep.
Everywhere they go, death and destruction.
Everywhere they go.
Everywhere they go.
Everywhere. The
Death
whole
and
history of white
destruction.
folks is death and destruction. The whole history of white folks. It's not like us when you go to Zimbabwe, when you go to Mali, you see those remnants of huge pyramids and impossible construction. Even like in Ethiopia, you find those churches built in hard stone, man. It's not like us. It's nothing like us. You didn't hear of us mistreating and slaughtering thousands of black folks to do that. I remember I haven't found out the documentary where they were talking about a Zimbabwean king. When he died, he had 5,000 cows slaughtered as a sacrifice for his funeral. That's how rich he was. That's crazy. You're that fucking rich, bro, because they found him. They found the skeleton of 5,000 cattle.
And that was nothing.
Yeah, that was nothing. That's how rich he was. Mansa Musa has so much gold. When he went to Saudi Arabia, to Mecca, he bankrupted Saudi Arabia because he devalued the value of gold. Okay? They're nothing without us. Nothing. Why their greatest musician, Beethoven, was half black? That's us. The Musketeer, that's a Haitian guy. He was from Haiti. He's a mulatto from Haiti. That's us. Even one of the best songs, that's still us. Okay, you're nothing without us. Absolutely nothing without us. It's about time we realize that. The day you finally start realizing that, that's the day you will stop stabbing your own brothers and sisters in the back. It's like, sit your ass somewhere, devil. Fuck you.
For real.
That's the day you will stop doing that. And when you realize truly, they ain't shit without you. They were shit without you. They're like, sit your ass somewhere, devil.
For real.
That's the day you will stop. Because that's why I'm reading these. You know? Because for like what the guy in Nigeria told me, it's just it depends on you. It's all you. The power's in your hand. Okay? I don't know if you I'm not for looting. I'm not for burning the shit to the ground. But I'm not against it either. Maybe you need to start use guerrilla to show them fucking rich motherfuckers you mean business. You know, you cannot have all of it for you and everybody else is dying, of hunger, whatever. You know, I don't agree with it. I mean, I don't agree with it at all. That they actually donate money to Nigeria and you're using that money to build $500 million mansion. Y'all should burn it to the ground. Maybe that's when they'll find, oh, maybe we should like take care of you something. I don't know. Or maybe like stop working. All y'all stop working for a whole week because y'all poor anyway. Y'all hungry anyway. They don't pay you. They even don't want you to retire. You can even get your money from the bank. Stop working for like 2 weeks. Make them lose billions. Billions. Yeah, they'll come back to you on their knees. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, it's that it's the day where that's what I'm saying. When you distance yourself, you know, you start really thinking and see like what, because that's what happened too when you have somebody who's been in a cult or in a sect. It's when the deprogramming starts, the person start realizing all the abuse they have been enduring and they never saw that. The same way with a victim of domestic abuse, they don't know the abuse. They don't know. It's until you start pointing out to what's going on with them, they're like, wait a motherfucking minute. So then that's when they start realizing they're being abused. Actually, they so don't realize they're being abused that they will cuss your ass out. Tell you to get mind your own business. I got a teacher, and bitch was being punched and slammed on walls. She was all fucked up, and they were trying to arrest the husband. Bitch pulled a knife and stabbed my teacher. That's why you got them Stockholm syndrome Negroes ready to stab you in the back because they cannot see they're victims. They can see that.
Right.
That's why you got Blaise Compaoré did what he did to Thomas Sankara. That's a Stockholm syndrome Negro. They cannot see that. Okay, you've been a victim for so long, abuse for so long that you can't even realize that. You're a Stockholm syndrome Negro. Yep. Stop working. Stop bartering. Stop. Just stop. Just
start a bartering.
Stop. You know, just stop. Same way with Africa. You know, I mean, now y'all keep complaining. Just take the land. Take it. Because now I had the Indian are shooting at the Africans. Man, y'all millions. They're a few. They can possibly kill all of you. They can possibly kill all of you. I think it's about time you just take the land. You don't need the law. Just take the land. Because it's your land. It's your ancestors' land.
Yes.
Them devils are not supposed to be there. Them devils rape and decimated your ancestors to get those land. It's not their land. Just take the land. Okay, because what's his name? Malema is going through diplomacy. Even though he's doing the right way, he's being called corrupt. He's being called kind of name. He's being called terrorist on Fox News and CNN, saying that the United States should interfere. And what? It's not your motherfucking country. It's not even your motherfucking continent. Why I gotta interfere in South Africa? Mind your motherfucking business, devil. Fuck you. So, but you see, they stick for each other. So they're ready to interfere for devils like themselves. So we should be the same. Stick for each other. The day, you back up, and just like, wow. Oh, really? It's the day when you realize that you've been abused for centuries. That's when, no matter what kind of money the devil give you, you'll be, you know what, devil, fuck you. I don't want it. Because it's still a leash. That's what that millions of dollars, it's a leash. That's what it is. It's another chain. It's slavery. Because now you're that bitch. They'll tell you to jump. You're going to have to say how high. I'm nobody's bitch. Yeah, I'm nobody's bitch. Nah, man. Nah. And that's why, too, and it says, I don't agree with how she goes about it, but Candace always is correct. Flags it, but not just from Democrats. Flags it from all these fuckers. All of them. Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green, whatever the fuck you are. You're still a devil. Fuck you, fuck off. Stay away from me. Flags it.
They're all the same.
Oh, wow. He's like, he's sleeping in a car. Wow.
What?
Yeah, he said he's in Haiti.
Oh, wow. That is so sad.
It is hard. We know.
That is so sad. Yes.
We know what it was. That's why you should share this video.
Well, I just dropped the link. Beatrice, I just dropped the link in the chat room if you wanted to come on, because probably he's on the phone or something.
Oh, yes,
if you want to come on and talk.
Know what you have to say. We want to hear.
If he wants to come on and talk, just click that link right there.
Right.
Whether he wants to show a face or not, his face or not, he can come on if he wants.
Hear what you have to say.
Yeah, click the link. Click the link. Click the link, brother. If you're a brother, I mean, by the name I can't tell. So, whether it's a brother or sister, I'm not being funny, but click the link there I just dropped. Yes. And come on into the show if you want to express yourself. And even show us around a little bit, even though I know,
Right.
Not to exploit you, but to hear the real deal that CNN is not going to talk about. Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, come on in. You like that name, Lance?
Absolutely no agenda here.
I figured it out finally, right? F your feelings, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, pop that link if you want to come in. F your feelings.
Yeah, no agenda here. We're welcome you.
Yes. We'd love to hear what's going on. Exactly. You don't have to show your face or anything.
Because we want to hear it. So, when I was listening to whenever you're ready, just let us know. So, listen to Candace Owen. So, I was watching what Sun Tzu, I would look up a Sun Tzu's quote, where he said, hence the saying, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but do not know the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer defeat. So if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle, and that is our situation. You do not understand that they are the enemy, and you do not understand that you are a victim. That's why for 500 years, all we have been doing is going backward. So he also said the good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. We know they are self-destructive.
Right.
Thus, the good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. Hence the saying, one may know how to conquer without being able to do it. So, yeah. Yeah, in this channel, we do read The Art of War, and we read Machiavelli also.
Yeah, we read all of those things.
Yeah, because unfortunately, with them, you need to use stratagem. Yeah, you need to use strategies. Because with the Black Panthers, it's just one day, Edgar Hoover just declared them enemy of the people. And as soon as he said that, all bets were off. Gloves off, left and right, they started slaughtering the Black Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he knew very well all they were doing is social work and community services. They're destructive by nature.
Right.
Destructive.
Very. Well, that's because they're not part of this ecosystem, this earth mass that we will live on. They're not part of this planet.
Yep.
So they cannot appreciate anything that this planet has to offer.
Yeah. You know, they're like, shoving down over, global warming. Why are you so poor? Why are you dumping trash in the ocean? Why can you get out of my, get out of my eyes for a minute, motherfucker? Leave me alone. Shit. You all up Haiti. You all up Africa. That's why. Get the fuck out. Maybe we'll get our act together when you get out. Oh. We need to re-educate our people to understand their true values, understand who the enemy really is, and how the enemy functions. Okay? They can laugh with you, they can feed you, but at the end, no. As long as you're a good nigga. Because that's the thing we're getting this on. Right now, you're a good nigga. Okay? You're doing propaganda for them. The day they don't want you no more, I don't know. They'll call you pedophile, rapist, I don't know, something. They'll stick something. That means they don't need you no more. Yeah, that's stupid that every time they want to get rid of somebody, they're stuck rape. If not rape, it's a fraud. Yeah, something. Once that day happens, means they don't need you no more. They don't need you. Yeah. So we shouldn't depend on them like that at all.
Right.
So it's not I learned my lesson. I wasn't even surprised or shocked. With Karen, the lady that used to invite me to eat at her place. I'm like, bitch, I'm not hungry. What the fuck? But when I saw laid down how it is, she got so offended. She's like, she doesn't want to talk to me. She asked for her key back. The bitch, fuck you. Because I'm not upset. It's just showing your true colors, devil. That's all you did.
Right. Right.
Show the true colors.
FK, your feelings. Why don't you try the link that Lance just gave us? Just put
Yeah,
in the
just copy
chat.
it and paste it.
Just
Yeah.
they should be able to just click on it. If they're typing in the chat, they should be able to just
Oh
click
yeah, on
on it.
YouTube. That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just click on the link.
That's
You'll
true.
still be able to hear yourself and see yourself. You know.
You might bear me one.
I see you over there getting it, no, Beatrice.
Honey. And so far I just have the air.
No.
You like me eating me, don't you? You like me eating on you. Like me eating.
Calm down, tiger or tigress.
Okay, I believe this is F Your Feelings. If you're there you go. If your feelings, you're in. Talk
Oh,
to us.
hi! Finally, hi! How are
Hi.
you?
Hello.
Good.
Happy New
Talk to
Year!
us.
Talk to
Yeah,
us.
so how's the situation? Sorry, I'm in the car right now because I have my baby boy with me in the back right here.
Oh God.
See him, but I'll try to get a flashlight. The situation is crazy. I came here. I spoke to you before, Lance, but I was so nervous. I was like, I didn't know how to talk. It was the first time I was on a. It was funny hearing myself, and we talked for like 1 second. You had given me your number. That was some other
Yes.
shit. That was some other shit that happened in Haiti that was out of hand. But now I can tell you this much, people. Whatever's going down here, I've been here since the earthquake of 2010. I came after to help the family business and other stuff that I had to do, and I stayed here. I didn't love. I didn't
Hold,
want to
hold
leave.
the phone closer to your face, brother, where we can hear the sound and
Okay,
just
how's it?
project into the phone. Yeah, go ahead.
So I left New York in 2010 after the quake to come help out my family, and I decided I was fed up with New York, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to Haiti, I'm creating. I don't want to pay bills no more. I don't want to get these deals, pizzas, mail no more. I don't want to see none of that stuff. So I decided to stay in Haiti. Um, my father passed away, held the business down, been shot. Um,
Hmm.
seen everything that I had to
What?
see with this
You
country.
were shot in Haiti?
Yeah, one time coming from the bank, it was amazing. But anyways, like I'm saying now with the earthquake, the president was murdered, he got murdered, tortured. You don't want to talk about the torture. This guy was tortured. You know what I mean? And when you connect all the dots with the earthquake and all of this, and the earthquake where it's happening in the center of the South, like a precise incision cut. Like they knew if it hit there, then the rest of the South would be cut off from reality. You know what I mean? I'm in Port-au-Prince. I felt the quake in my house. And let me tell you, it shook so hard that 2 days I don't have the courage to sleep in the house.
Oh
I
my
don't know if
God.
Oh.
go
Oh.
outside if there's enough light for you to see anything. Get out of the house.
Hmm. No, he's gonna try to let us see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, he's outside. I can see that.
I
Lord.
see that. Yeah.
He's outside.
Yeah, his sound is compromised a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's,
We can't
Yeah,
but
hear
we
yeah.
him.
understand though. Keep going, man. Whatever we can
Yeah.
get,
We understand.
we appreciate.
Okay, yeah. So the situation is, I don't want to film outside because it would be disrespectful. These people are hungry, they're thirsty, and me
Yes.
coming off my phone, I don't want to look like a douchebag. You know what I
No,
mean?
you're not. You're not. You're
No, we
definitely not.
understand. We
You're definitely
understand.
not. No,
It,
no.
and I wasn't born here, so also I have to live like, even though my parents are Haitian, I have to function in a way that I still have that New York Canadian mind. You know what I'm saying? Where they look at me as, even though I'm black, but I'm that different black. You know what I mean? So I have to be
Yes.
careful on how you move here.
Right. Right.
The people are hungry. There's no hospitals. Like, matter of fact, I'm about to bounce to the DR. Found some land and some bush, and I have to get out because right now there's no business. There's no way to make money. There's I mean, There's just no words. And like I'm saying, what happened, if you look at the steps from the quake with the Clintons and all of that situation and you map it out, they've been precisely, just like they did in Iraq, precise strikes. This is not a fluke. It's
not. I know.
There's no fluke to this, you know? And even with the vaccines, we have no COVID. My business is right next to like 3-4 ghettos. My employees live in Canaan, live in fucking Delma 75, live in all these different areas where there's people sleeping on top of each other. And not one person has COVID. Not one. We don't wear masks here. And I'm not just saying that just to be, you know, funny. I don't understand. When my mom calls me from Canada and I see her with the mask on the phone, she's like, you know, this. And I'm looking at my mom's and I'm like, Ma, is this the Twilight Zone? Because here there's no, in the Dominican Republic, there's a lot of COVID, but we don't. But I kind of understand the plan. I think that the hospitals, the fact that we don't have hospitals and we don't have white folks coming in and setting up shops in our hospitals, they can't have their trap houses. But the Dominican Republic is a country where you could come from another motherfucking planet and they'll let you come in. So basically, everybody's wearing masks. Americans are in there, Europe is in there, and they're infecting their own people. Because even the Dominicans, I got lots of them, and I speak Spanish. I speak fluent Spanish, and I have many Dominican friends that have told me that they just don't understand how we're on the same piece of land. They have COVID, we don't, but they see that the Haitians were smart. So they knew that we weren't gonna fall with that COVID shit. I got the plants right here growing on the side where I know which plant to make a tea out of. So if I have a cold or whatever disease or even cancer, I got that shit growing. Yeah, I got all that shit growing right here. Yeah, because the garçon la coua, he knows all the leaves and all that. He knows all of that. Like maybe he don't know how to read, but he could cure cancer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But yeah, these people are amazing. Anyways, so now with the situation, they saw that we were smart, hip to the game where we didn't believe in that COVID shit. And with the LGBT as well. I don't want to sound like I'm just overlapping and talking too much. It's just so much shit.
It's fine.
It's just so much shit. Right. They stacked it up like they.
Let it flow. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Layers and layers of abuse, you know, and it just doesn't stop. And then what happened in Haiti, that order did not come from the United States. It did not come from these black Haitians. They're showing us people killing each other, but it can never go higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even produce guns. How the hell did a pastor from Miami get access to AK-47s and all kinds of DEA equipment? Impossible. You know what I'm saying? This order to do what they did to our president, I think that shit came from Switzerland somewhere where these dudes was just like drinking wine and said, you know, we have to control this colony. You know, I think that's what it is. It really feels like, I don't know how it was in 1804 or 1791, but I think this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to buy a horse because there's no more gas. There's no gas. There's no diesel. There's no diesel. Like it's crazy. So I have to make a move. I have to make a move for it. I love it. It's a challenge. You know, people, all my cousins, all my family said, Frankie, you crazy, man. You going to Haiti and shit? I was born in Canada and I could never be assimilated in their system since I was a kid. I knew something was wrong. So they kicked me out of schools. They said I was stupid. They said this, tried to turn me into delinquent. Then my mom's sent me to Haiti and then my life changed when I was 14.
They saw your light, brother. They saw your light. And that's the reason why they have schools that are the farming systems and the sentinels to look out and pick out the ones who are just not going to be workhorses, which I'm not knocking anybody who's working, but see, it's like they're perched on the mountain looking for the threat. And when you're too bright, when you're too smart, when you have promise and an intuition, they go after you gently because you're not a real threat yet because you're still a sapling coming up, but they can see what you're going to be. And so that's why they do what they do to you. And I had to deal with the same similar problems because I was always a little wiser, a little smarter, a little more intuitive, and they come after you to discourage you and break you. But you're wise for thinking beyond the curve and doing what you're doing. And I feel exactly the same way you do. That's why I got out of the United States.
Exactly. I was there for 9/11, right? I was there for 9/11 on Jamaica Ave, 165 Jamaica Ave, eating a bagel, and I
Oh,
seen the.
oh my God, you were right there? Oh, man, you live in a neighborhood, man.
We
That's the
can't hear
neighborhood, man.
you.
I'm from Queens.
Lance,
I
we
was born
can't
in
hear
Manhattan and
you.
raised in Queens.
I used to sell
Oh, okay, you
sneakers.
can't hear me?
I used to sell sneakers.
You got to turn down your volume.
Okay. Yeah. Okay,
And
yeah. No, go ahead, bro.
You
Go
got
ahead.
excited. Go ahead, brother.
so that was the day that I woke up. It's when 9/11 happened in New York, and me being like they say I'm dyslexic and all that, so that shit looked like a video game to me. So then I started talking to a lot of people in New York and selling sneakers. It's like when you sell cars, you meet a lot of people. You meet everybody. Everybody needs shoes. So one day I'm in trying to remember the mall, Gertz Mall.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, what? Yes.
yeah, I'm trying to remember because I wasn't born.
That's on
I just moved
God
around.
That's on God in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was at Gertz Mall and Baisley, right? A Gertz Mall selling sneakers, and then this lady, this short black lady, came in asking for Reeboks size 7 in boys, black. So I'm like, all right, mama. So I go get her the sneakers, and she's talking, and then she tells me that, oh, she just lost a job. She was working at the World Trade Center, this and this. And I'm like, what? Isn't that shit crazy, mom? She's like, yeah. But I noticed that she's like, something's wrong with her. And then she said, oh, I'm on disability now. They put me on disability because, and then she started telling the truth. Because at 3 o'clock, she worked the midnight shift or whatever shift, where at the Port Authority, she was downstairs. You know, they have the flatfoots that walk around the buildings all night. And then the trains came in at the bottom of Port Authority trains, and she was there, and she seen when the trains arrived. And then she said she seen some white dudes with some suitcases dressed in black, like we see in the movies, like in Die Hard and shit. And these dudes, like, everybody get the fuck out of the building. You know what I'm saying? This is government shit. And they had big black suitcases. Let me tell you, it's real. But
yes,
you know what's special about Haiti? I'll tell you what's special, why I'm here. Free, Lance. I don't care if I'm free. And the freedom that you have in Haiti is tough. I wanted to taste it. When my moms used to tell me, you don't know nothing about Haiti. We used to have to go to school like barefoot and shit. Like, living it, it's priceless, you know, because now I know that I could live anywhere in the world and I could see the truth. Like I could see when a cracker telling you some shit on TV, you just got to shut them down. I don't watch TV no more. I have no idea what's going on in the world.
That's right.
And you know what? It's the best because I could focus on educating Benzo, this little kid that I picked off the street. And now he goes and buys my materials, you know, you make people move, you educate people, you know what I'm saying? And you do all this shit on your own, and you don't let people see that you do that shit because you do it because you just do it because you that nigga. You just do it.
That's right. That's right.
I just do it like I did it in Queens, like I did it. I lived in the DR as well. I lived in the Dominican Republic, you know. And my father was a real liberal person. Like I would do whatever I wanted. But that's when I came full circle. Now I understand. It's real. And all black people, even though we're in Africa, we're South America, we're everywhere we are in the world, we were already there. A lot of the Haitians that are in Haiti never took boats from Africa. We was already here. They wiped it out. My mother's from Saint-Michel de la Calais. When you go there and you look at their faces, they look different. They black, but they just a different black. You know how you got different black cars? And you black, they're not the same. You can take a black Cadillac, a black Land Cruiser, all of them got their own black. And you're looking at these people and you're noticing that there's a lie in this whole movie. They mixed us up. But Haitians, a lot of Haitians that you see here were already here. They don't know nothing about boats. You know what? I'll tell you this story. This is crazy. One of my friend's maids, she looked almost like a dark blue purple, but with like really chiseled features. Like almost looked like she was from another planet, but a beautiful black. You've never seen that shit before, like a satin. You know what I mean? And then when the lady asked her, where are you from? She says, I'm from these mountains from over there, whatever. But then 3 days later, you know what she told the lady? She says, "Oh, I wanted to tell you, those mountains I told you that I'm from are a part of it, but my side of my mom's family were from Atlanta." You know what Atlanta is? Atlanta is Atlantis. There's this big, I'll tell you this much. Haiti, and I don't wanna shit on other black countries, but there's a reason why all this shit happened here. We're like I don't want to say poster child, but there's something here that these
Yes.
people want and they
Yes.
still can't get it. And it's not gold, it's not oil, it's not iridium, even though iridium is worth whatever it's worth, it's not that. I've been to voodoo ceremonies just for fun. Not that I'm a practicing voodoo man, you know what I'm saying? But I just gotta see that shit. It's part of the culture, right? And in every voodoo place that they have now, there's always 2 or 3 white people that come in and they try to mix in and they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do.
Man, that's messed up,
They're
man.
trying to steal whatever it is that y'all are doing.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
They
They
say,
do the same thing here in Africa, man. I hate it.
nèg yo te besoin lever nation yo et aller avec. This guy from England wanted to take the nations to bring him back to England. All that Illuminati, reptilians, all of that shit is real. It's just that we live in groups that we're not able to know everything that's happening, but it's real. It's real. And everything that happened to Haiti, even during the earthquake, the amount of abuse, I've seen it with my own eyes. They robbed everything blind. And even if you have Mateli, you have all these guys, you know, they're puppets, man. Mateli's probably going to end up shooting himself. Watch.
I hope so.
No, look, mama, never hope for that. Never hope for that. You know what? Because to get to that spot, you got to be real fucked up. Or you have to, there's something that you have to do. The only thing you could say for him is pray for his soul. Because we're black people. Even though we have our brothers that's evil, we got to love these motherfuckers. Because it's not their fault.
He slaughtered too many of us. So me, I ain't gonna pray for somebody like that.
No, I'm just saying in the term of the global, you know, we have to learn to punish our own. We haven't been able to punish our own for the last 200 years. These criminals do something here and they get America comes in and protects them and gives them exile and all of that. We have to be able to punish our own. And we used to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, yeah, Mateli's a piece of crap, but can I punish him? Can I use the guys who do bad in my country as an example? Even punishment is death. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we have to do it. It's like if your kid does something bad and you send him to the neighbors so he can get spanked. Nah, mama whooped my ass. You know what I'm saying? Right now, these guys are doing whatever they want because the people who are able to prosecute them are not even Haitian. They're not even Haitian, so they're protected. They do whatever they want. And I'm here. I don't want to mention my full name. I work with a lot of these people that are higher ups, but I don't think the dudes I mess with listen to LanceScurv because they're so stuck up that, you know what I'm saying, they don't listen to that shit. But like I could tell you people, whatever started in Haiti, get ready wherever you are in the world. Just get ready because I think they just set off the alarm and they used Haiti as an example again. And Jovenel, the way they killed them, it was basically this: you little nigga, stay in your fucking place. We run this shit. That's what it was. A black man trying to rise up his nation, they killed him. And all the stuff that they were saying about him is a lie. He was just trying to get stuff back into our hands where we could eat our own potatoes, where we could grow our own rice.
I heard that.
Where we could have our own chickens. Yo, you ain't never eat chicken till you ate Haitian bush chicken. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
It tastes like steak. You feel me? Like a steak chicken. But anyways, you get that meat in Africa. You get it in those places where they have those types of birds. But the situation is here, it's drastic. I don't know what they're going to do for humanitarian help. The people from are saying they don't want the Red Cross. We don't want none of those motherfuckers to come in. We have to do it. The diaspora has to do it. Yeah. Did you know something else, Lance? Did you know something I found out? I found out that if an African wants to come to Haiti, right, you know what he has to do? The only
Yeah.
place that gets visas is in South Africa. So if you're from another
Wow.
country, fly to South Africa, ask these crackers if you could get a visa so you could go to Haiti.
This is crazy. Who put them in power?
They do it in a way that we stay separated. Like
Exactly.
Wow.
they do not want Haitians to chill with Africans. They don't want it.
Memorandum 46. Yep.
That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They don't want us to mix. They just don't want.
That's right.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want us to be friends. They don't want to. None of that. You know. So basically,
because they don't realize who the common enemy is. That's what they don't want us to know.
Right.
They don't want us to start really thinking and comparing what has been done to us. It's like a boyfriend. It's like a man who had a bunch of girlfriends. He's been cheating on all of them, and then one day he sees them, all 10 of them, walking down through the mall, coming his way. What can he do? He has to duck and hide because he doesn't want them to know what he's been doing to each of them. Because all of them are going to run up and say, "Hey, this is my man right here." You see what I mean? So he's busted, and that's what they don't want. They don't want us to come together. They want to keep us distracted, keep black men against black women against black men,
Exactly.
take black men and turn them out and not let them be men, put stuff in the food to not make them be men, turn a woman against us, have her bitter because she has no man, but an effeminate man or a man ripping and running all over the place who doesn't know who he is. We're not going to be, I'm not going to say educated because that's indoctrination, but not left alone to receive the righteous download so that we know what to do. People say, well, what are you going to do? It just like you said, brother, that you cut off the TV, you don't watch it, but now you have yourself to yourself, and the TV and the media keeps a barrier like a condom on a penis to keep those righteous downloads from connected. When you pull that thing off, now you see life. Just like when you pull off the condom and do what you do, now you can make life. It's the same thing. And even though the kids that may be walking to school in Haiti or in Ghana and other places that may not have all the amenities, their feet are touching the ground and they have an intuition that a book could never teach them. Talk to me, brother.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's why it's time. I don't know, like my lawyer, I have a lawyer here and I'm working on some stuff, legal stuff. And I was talking to them and I was like, yo, when is it that black lawyers from different parts of countries where there's black people do a coalition and we back it up with some funds. We find a way to back it up with some funds to bring these motherfuckers to court. Because it has to be done, even if it's a fiasco, even if it's done wrong. But we have to put it in their motherfucking face that this is what it is. Exactly. I want my money back.
It has to be a coalition of all of us.
I thought it has to be a coalition. I want a lawyer from Brooklyn. I want a lawyer from Manhattan. I want a lawyer from Haiti. I want a lawyer from Montreal. I want a lawyer from what's that place? Rwanda. I want lawyers from different places because we got raped from the same people. So we're allowed to get together just like they did on Cosby and say that was the motherfucker who gave us the pills. Sorry. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
Exactly.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yes.
The moment is now. We have to figure out how to organize lawyers, even if it's badly done. But we use the social media to put it in their face. Oh, there's a lawsuit coming from a coalition of black people saying that we fucked up their generations. You know what I'm saying? But who cares? It's time. I told my mom. My mom has beef with me. She loves me a lot, but she knows I'm a rebel. And I told mom, I says, I don't know how you still give these people money. I don't know how you say good morning to these motherfuckers. I know they're not the ones who did slave shit, but they were the descendants of them, and they have that animal gene. I was born in Canada, and I have no real white friend. I have white girlfriends. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But for me to be like, I'm gonna go live where you at? Nah, if a white girl wants to be with you, you coming to Haiti. You're gonna learn how to make Dewey and John. You're gonna pass them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put myself down.
I'm old school. I know how to cook, clean, and do all of that. I'm old school. I know.
That's it. So you know, the fact of the matter is, I think it's time that we organize. Lance, I've been watching you for a long time. You're one of those dudes. You're one of those dudes. And the
Thank you, brother. I'm with you. I'm with you.
The responsibility that you got, and I know right now you're feeling a little bit. And I know right now you're feeling a little bit bored because you feel like you're supposed to crank up the volume a little bit, right? You want to go harder.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too.
I feel
I'm going to do that too. Yeah, it's coming.
You know,
I'm coming with a fury that's going to last so long. Trust me, the opponent's going to be left hanging on the ropes unconscious because I'm pissed off. And I love you, brother. I love your spirit. Me and you are connected. We got the same thing. And you got me amped up. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. I got plans this week for certain shows. We're going to dig deeper. We're going to have some fun. But if you notice, the spirit of this platform is getting more and more intense. So I'm waiting for them to come to the attack. We got to use these things this way. It's not about me. It's about those who come on and we can join up together. In the meantime, if nobody's around, I'll talk or do my thing. But for you to say what you said, brother, it boosts me up even more. Not to be known just all over the world or whatever. Just to know that the little things that we do here is so effective, but the social media platforms don't want us to think that, because usually I lose about 100 subscribers a day, gain them back, lose them, gain them back, the numbers are there, the people are there all over the world when I walk through the streets here in Africa, but the numbers don't reflect that. So they're doing that to discourage me, but you can't, look, as long as we can connect to each other, there's a day that's going to come where we're going to throw down the guard of their social media platforms, because even if I have to get in the street with a bullhorn, they can't stop that. This is the beginning. We use it while we can. It's not going to last forever, but once we're connected, they can't stop the connection. You know, when you're a teenager and there's that young girl who likes that young guy, I might have to climb through a third-story window to get to you at night. But that feeling is so strong, you can't stop nature. And with this nature is self-preservation, growth, and living. We have not been living. They have been sucking us off like a daggone vampire, because that's what they are. You understand? And we're tired of that, and the time is now. How long do we have to wait? From single-digit ages, I remember and know all of the stuff. I'm 58 years old. What, I gotta wait till 1002? Come on, man. So I understand how you feel, brother. It's like I'm thinking, the way you talk is like the kind of stuff that gets in my head. And I'm very intense with it. I'd love to see all of us here who are intense. Yes, we're gonna have fun, but in the midst of that, we're going to do what we have to do. Talk to me.
We have to be a coalition.
That's right.
We have to be a coalition.
And you know something else? You know, there has to be a unification that's done. The heads of this stuff, I mean, I can name others that are very important to the game. Each one of y'all got an aspect that's important, but y'all got to form Voltron. It's about,
there you go.
I don't know who gonna be the head, but we need Black Voltron. You know what I mean? Because right now, like you said, Lance, they're trying to separate us and make us argue over dumb shit that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we have all the same problems. We have all the same problems, and we need the same solutions. And for me, not that I'm racist, like it's not that I'm racist, like it's just like, can my race just live? Like, can we do?
That's what we're asking for.
Brother, you can never be racist in this society. You can never be racist.
Okay,
you can never be racist, and you don't have to explain. We know.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and seeing this in Haiti, I won't lie to you. At 3 in the morning, I went out and looked through. I have like, because what I do, I have a shop where we fix cars and stuff. So the gate in the front has this little thing that, and I looked, and looking at, I saw a baby next to my gate. That must have been sold. I saw my knees, and I just saw the whole yard just, and I can't tell these people, yeah, come in. I can't have them. The shit could fall. There might be another earthquake. You know,
right.
I don't. Tonight, that's why I'm staying. My boy's in the car. He's sleeping in the back, chilling. Yesterday, I slept in the back of the shop. I put the fans out. I didn't sleep. I just sat on a chair, looking at the sky and asking God, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean?
I know what's up. I know what's up.
Because
So, brother, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, brother. You got a PayPal or a Cash App?
if I have Cash App, I don't use these things.
Cash App or PayPal?
I don't use. Listen, I don't use Cash App. I don't use none of that stuff. I'm more of on the field type of dude. I run this business right now. Like I told you, I'm in the process of moving. Right. Let me tell you something. Even if you would send, even if I would say, let's start taking money, there's no way to deploy it. There has to be there has to be at least 4-week preparation where, like I said, the black Voltrons and the people meet the Haitian, the nurses in New York that love it, something, you know, because I'm good. I got money. I'm good. I can help my guys. My employees are coming tomorrow. I'm gonna hit each one of them off with like $150. You know what I'm saying? I do it, but I can't. And I don't want that responsibility because I might get killed. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
That's true.
But your mind, and what's flowing, your thoughts and your mind, you're revolutionary. You have an energy about you that will motivate many. And I want you back on this show. I want you to come on regular. I want you to motivate. Because, see, we're all made in a unique way. In the way that you're made, you can reach people that I can't. The way that I'm made, maybe I can reach people that others can't. So it's me, with me, there's no ego. I just want the energy to go out into the world to motivate us to see. Because me coming here to Ghana is a great thing in my life, but I have been very disappointed by the brothers and sisters who are not aware of how things really are. And that's where my work is, but it's still a global thing. But it's about bringing us together and using social media platforms like this as leverage to reach people. You understand? So then now, even after it's gone, we would have put ourselves a bit further in the race, because some will perish, some will never know, some will get it. So we have to be consistent in our attack. Why coast during the whole fight and try to win toward the end? I'm going to keep throwing punches from the very beginning. I'm not going to let anybody breathe until they let up. It's a matter of will, and I ain't stopping. And I know you ain't stopping because you are. None of us here, right? So just don't forget, brother, reach out to me. Then you can call the WhatsApp number to get to me like that. If I'm busy, just keep talking now. I'm just saying, don't forget. Just keep reaching out, and we're going to do some things where I'm going to let you flow. And you put it out there because you got me amped. No, seriously, my fists are balled up and I'm looking for something to hit. You got me amped.
But you know, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it because sometimes I'm here alone. I don't like to. I do music as well. Like I'm one of those people that I'm not in people's faces, but when you do meet me, you're like, God damn, who the fuck is this dude? But then I disappear. Like I don't like being. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not
doing this for ego. You vibrate, but understand right now that your vibrations are needed. The world is deficient of brothers like you as much as we need, but they are out there. But even when we get out there and vibrate, there's another force that's trying to fight us down. It's like the mailman trying to deliver mail in the mailbox, but the dog is on his ankle. Does he back out and leave out the yard, or does he keep on going?
Exactly.
So we have to be like that track star that wins the race, even though we're forced to have a knapsack on our back with a 50-pound weight in it, and we're slowed down. We still have to keep coming. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night to go pee, and I got an idea, and I'll come on and write something or do a live or do some recording. You got to keep pressing. That's what our lives are all about, and keep the momentum going. We can't stop. Whether it's seen or unseen, but it's got to be ego-free. And I sense that in you, brother. I know that you're not looking for props or looking to be seen or whatever have you, but we need you. And we need everybody like you, large and small, old and young.
That's right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
And you are appreciated, brother.
Thank you. I was just
what you shared with me in these moments since you've been talking. You've got a lifetime of love and respect for me. Just from that snippet, it's like, I'm not saying I got jobs to give anybody as far as the traditional sense. What I'm saying is that it's like the person who spoke so nicely to another person, and that person was the boss they was going to go get the interview by. So when they sat down, it's like, man, you're the guy? Oh, man. And the guy's like, you got the job. So we're mainly already not looking for a job. We already have our task and our post waiting for us. We don't need validation to do what it is we have to do for our people.
Hey, Lance, I used to sell cars on 40. I used to sell cars on 47th and 11th, Toyota Manhattan.
Oh wow!
I used to sell cars. I'm a car ex-car. Yeah, yeah. I love selling. I love, like when Jay-Z.
Yeah, man, for real. I know it over there too, man, because back in the day on 57th Street, they had a club called the Red Parrot. And I wasn't a club guy, but a couple of times that I went there and then afterward we left early and walked down to a few restaurants and walked down 11th Avenue, and they had a couple of luxury car dealerships. And this is way back in the 80s, so I know the area quite well. So, you just talking about 165th and Gertz Mall, man, I was a little single-digit age kid going into the Gertz Mall with my mother. And they had right there next to Gertz a music store called The Wiz. And The Wiz, they had a buddy of mine up on the second floor. It was glass, and you could see him DJing. And one time they had a situation where Stephanie Mills went there to sing. This was back in the 70s, and they had a police horse that ran up on the glass and tried to break the crowd up. They weren't doing nothing bad. So yeah, I have fond memories of that place. And one more thing, across the street from Gertz on the same side, about a door in, you have a place called Margarita's Pizza. That is the absolute best pizza on the damn planet. I'm telling you that.
Best.
And if I don't eat pizza no more, damn it, if I go to New York, I'm going there and eating 3 pies before I leave. Yes, I am.
Hey, you know what, New York, not being born in New York, but the family, my mom's family, when they migrated to North America, because of immigration and wherever they landed, some landed in New York, some landed in Montreal, some landed in Miami. So for us, a Haitian kid growing up in Montreal, all y'all big cousins, they from New York. You know what I'm saying? In summer, I was in Jersey. I was in Queens. I was in Springfield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I know it well. Out there.
That whole experience for me and my cousins, Carl and France, they used to work with Puff at that time when they had Sugar, they had Shine. When he was just starting out, when Bad Boy was taking off, they were, and I met Jimmy Henchman. I mean, it was just New York.
Yes, it's like living in a video.
Like I can't even explain. And then I rap, so I do music, and I met not Run DMC, but Jam Master Jay, because he had the studio in back at 165.
Right.
Met him, right? Do you know that the night that they shot him, I was gonna go to the studio because I had just met him.
Man.
Story. And then so I'm walking out in Jamaica, but it's windy, it's cold, and I'm like, damn, should I go see Jay? I'm like, nah. Let me go get some Chinese food. Head to the. It's cold, right? But then I'm right. I'm on 89th and Merrick. I'm on 89th. Seen police
in bus depot in the library.
Yeah. And then
I don't forget it.
And then I see police and ambulances going up the street like crazy.
Oh my God.
Probably something popped off in the projects. So I said, let me go home. Fuck this. I get in the dollar cab, zoom down, get off on my street, boom, go home. And then UPN News, rapper's been shot. So I'm thinking Jay-Z enough.
Oh my gosh.
Beefing. And it was Jam Master Jay.
Oh my God.
Because I was going
to ask you a question, brother. Let me ask you a question. You used to take the dollar vans. What years were you taking the dollar vans? Like in the 90s, right?
Taking the dollar vans from 18 years old. I'm 45 now.
But what year? What year is it?
Oh, man, 2000 and up.
Oh, that was after my time. You know, I used to drive a dollar van going up Sutphin, coming to 165th past Parsons.
Yeah, 99, 2000?
Yeah, no. I finished by then. I was doing it from 95 to about 98. And I was the van that had Sir Lance written across the back. I was always up on 165th. I did the Q9 route.
I could have taken one of those vans because every summer vacation was in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so if you went down by the fish market on Sutphin Boulevard, that's where we loaded up. Sir Rance was my name. The big letters written across the back. Just that's a footnote.
But are you descended Caribbean?
Yes, my father's from Jamaica. Yeah, my mother was American, Black American. My father was from Jamaica. That's why I was accepted out there. You see what I mean? They thought I was just a Yankee guy trying to take some money from them. But when they realized my background and I grew up around there, and the extra protection that came on that corner because those who looked out for me,
don't the Jamaicans say Rosedale the best?
Say it again?
Don't the Jamaicans say Rosedale the best? Rosedale.
Yeah, I know, right there from Parsons Boulevard back in the day. And we could never go over there because it was like, no, you can't bring the little vans over here. But whenever they were backed up, they couldn't deal because you had DOT, you had the sheriff. They would come out and check the credentials, and it was like a drug bust. And they would either come down on Sutphin, and if you weren't straight, you had to go home. If you were, you made a lot of money. So they would call us on the radio to come up there to service the people when they were getting their little trouble for the police and the authorities. You see what I mean? So we'd go up there and we'd run the route going up and down Merritt Boulevard, the ones that go down Guy Brewer, and we'd have a field day, and I'd come home with a whole lot of money that night. I loved it. I was in cowboy back in those days. Get up early, go make your money in the street all day, hustling, talking to people, looking at things happen, getting the stories. That's why it's so perfect and beautiful that I can share those things that I've been through in my life, especially in that period. We haven't even talked about that period yet in my life. I got so much to talk about, trust me.
Well, you know, that's what makes you who you are today. That's like when people see me in Haiti and I speak Creole, and then all of a sudden they hear my phone ring and I talk English or I talk Spanish, and they look at me like, what? I mean, you know what I did, Lance? I went out with Puerto Rican girls in New York that they didn't know I was Puerto Rican after like 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Like,
man. Yeah, but you have a wild background. You know, your family is all over the place, and they have influenced you just the same way you have influenced them. And it's like a metal that's an alloy. When you take 2 or 3 metals and put them together, they're stronger than the original. So you're a very mighty brother. Trust me, you're mighty. So we got to have you on more, you know? But y'all go ahead and talk. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Go ahead, Hunt. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So that's it, you know, and now that we see everything is clear as day, there's no more conspiracies, there's no more time to read books, there's no more time for that. That it's done. Everybody knows it's like, all right, it's game time. This is game time. That's it, that's all. And if nobody understands, then we could talk theories, we could talk all we want, it's beautiful, but action has to be taken. Physical action. And the thing with the lawyers and with a coalition, and we have lawyers that could put something together, even if they call it mediocre, or look at these black folks, you know what I'm saying? But at least that it gets a buzz on the news, that it gets some buzz on the news, that they talk about it, that they're saying that 5-6 countries put their heads, citizens, because we won't need the governments for that. We just need the citizens. Citizens,
I agree.
Put together and say, you know what, I want my money. Like I told this lady, right, from Dominican Republic, her name is Yadira Malte. And she's a real patriot, and she's always talking about how Haitians are coming in and taking the land and taking the jobs. And you know what I told her? I called on her website one time, on her WhatsApp group page, and then I told her, I says, listen, I'm original Haitians before the Africans came and before the Europeans came, and I want my motherfucking land back. I want my shit back. I want it back. I don't care, and it's not to be because we're all black, but we have to set the standards that the people that they annihilated, killed off, and kept no pictures and kept no nothing. There's a reason why there's no pictures. There's a reason why there's no pictures. You know why there's no pictures? Because they don't want you to know that it was black folks already there.
That's right.
They don't want you to know. Yes, they mixed us up with Africans, but it's not a question about Africans. We call ourselves African, but African is just a word invented as well. Africans don't even call themselves really Africans. So you have to see is who we really are. What's our name? What's my name? What's my alphabet? What's my alphabet?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 45. I stopped celebrating Christmas 25 years ago. Halloween, Christmas, all them bullshit holidays. I got rid of all of them. Even my birthday, I don't celebrate because every day I breathe is my birthday. I function like that. I don't need a cake. Why I need a cake? Why I need diabetes for? You know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, this whole system that they got us under, this whole facade, and now I think with all you guys doing the work, I've been listening to you guys for so long. You especially talking about Haiti and stuff. You're so knowledgeable. Lance is such a good leader guy, and I listen to you guys when I'm bored in Haiti or I'm finished work, and you know it helped me to be free. And I'm never setting foot in the United States again, and I'm never setting foot in Canada again. Because when you spend $1 at their airport, that dollar comes back to Haiti or goes to Africa to help purchase guns and bullets and drugs and shit to kill ourselves. You know, so I learned to live my life not giving them money anymore. I just don't give them money anymore. That doesn't interest me. I give money to a kid in the neighborhood quicker than I give money to the system. I've never voted.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Donate to your friends. Donate to your family.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yes.
And now that I'm going to the Dominican Republic, which is like, people say, oh, the Dominican Republic is racist. But when you live there, it's just like, let me tell you something. I think this whole splitting Haiti and the Dominican Republic was because if they let that island unify, we would have been iller than Brazil. But if they kept us separated, and once you hit the books here and you see the history and you're noticing that when you go to the Dominican Republic, there's 1 billion Dominicans that look just like you, that look just like me.
Your brothers and sisters.
There's no difference. It's the point. Yeah, it's and even now they know it as well. And right now on the island, I love what's happening between us because there's a lot of peace. Because both people are noticing that they're being abused. You know, they're being abused. It's insane between the organ trade that they do here, kids disappearing, prostitution, and that's the same problem in Santo Domingo and in Port-au-Prince. And you notice it's the same things. They use us as a place where they could just do everything. They could do anything they want. They can even kill and then just get back on a plane and leave because they're just allowed, you know?
Right.
So they're just allowed. That's it. They're allowed. That's the problem.
They're allowed.
We're allowing them to do that.
Yep. But it's gonna stop though. I really feel like it's reached its climax. It's played out now. When something is played out, it's just played out. Racism, all that is played out. And there's nothing that these people could tell me now to make me feel comfortable to even talk to them or even to function with them, because it's in our faces. We're being embarrassed, abused. Just today, I found something out where they found supposedly there's pictures of the 1921 Tulsa massacre, where they found the site where they buried the bodies of those black folks, and supposedly the pictures had pictures of cars ripping people apart, setting people on fire, hanging from trees, all kinds of stuff. You know, the truth is coming out. And that makes me feel that we're on the right path because more truth is coming out. And once they find out that we are God's children, that's when they're really going to start to hate. God is black. A beautiful black. I believe that. Look, everybody's outside right now still. They just gave the power.
You can't be inside. Because of the earthquake, you can't.
Right.
Son, I was doing laundry, the maid hadn't come yet, and my son was playing on the bed, but on the other side of my apartment. And my apartment's pretty big, and it started shaking, but I thought it was the trucks outside because I'm next to an industrial area. And then I said, what's going on? And then I look at my son and I see his eyeballs popping. And I'm like, come here, Poppy, come here, Poppy. And he just jumped. He did a Spider-Man move, just jumped into my arms. Boom. I ran downstairs, put him in a car, locked the car, stay right here, went back upstairs, got my papers, got everything. And yeah, my guns. Do you need your guns? Because, you know, you got all your papers, but you need a...
You need a gun. You need a gun.
Yeah, you need that next to you. Got all my stuff. And now I'm just sleeping in a car tonight in this little Suzuki and Vitara. It's got the ACs really popping. My boy's in the back like he's in a little hotel. So I can adapt myself to anything, you know? So I don't see it as being like, oh, you're sleeping in a car? No, it's okay. The car has AC, and it freezes better than the AC in my room. You know what I mean? Nah, I adapt myself. I don't have that problem. And I'm lucky too, I'm blessed that I have space to be able to do that, you know? And I say, God, thank you that he gave me that. Because if I was living in a ghetto somewhere, I could imagine what these people are going through right now.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna applaud your attitude too, the way you take what's going on in the country.
No, you have to stay like this. You have to be pumped up. You have to be positive. When I was in New York, people used to tell me, I used to work in Far Rockaway as well. And one time this dude came up to me and he says, yo, you a happy-go-lucky nigga. You always smiling. You always happy. And I just started smiling. I said, yo, man, what do you want me to do? You want me to be mad, to be tough? And he looked at
the situation. It's not.
No, that's how I am. You know, I laugh a lot, and it's just that's how I am. You know, it's just I can't see it any other way. Why be sad? You know, especially when we're surrounded by sadness 24 hours of the day. We know what it is. Let's not do that. You know what I mean? You know what it is. You could choose not to do it, and that's why leaving New York was important, because being in an apartment, you know, paying rent every month. I haven't paid rent here for 10 years. I haven't paid rent for 10 years, for 12, 11 years. No taxes.
No taxes.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, Haiti, when Haiti was deuce, you would walk around the street. I mean, we would race cars when we were younger. The police would stop us. And they would ask you, who's your father? And then you take out the business card, and the cop would be like, let them little niggas go. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like,
that's true.
Food was cheap, even if the people were poor, but they were happy. They were happy.
Before I left, I used to stay outside up to midnight, 1 o'clock in front of my house. And
where did you live?
In Del Macantois. That's where I used to live.
Oh, Del Macantois, okay.
Yeah.
All of Delma is finished. You can't even walk maybe 20 meters without getting harassed. Yeah, you just can't. Like I got almost kidnapped. I got shot. Yeah, you know, I went through a lot of stuff here. And I said to myself, when I got shot, I says, God, you didn't kill me, right? So that means that I'm supposed to live. So I'm supposed to stay here. If I wasn't meant to be here, I would have been dead. So and imagine where I got shot, the bullet went through and I didn't get no operation, no nothing. It went right through like a miracle.
Wow. Yes.
So I said, you know what? I'm staying here. I'm focusing and I'm doing it. But now I have to leave. But for me, that was part of the plan. Because my plan is to find land in the Dominican Republic away from Haitians, away from Dominicans, not to be like racist, but not like away from them, but in a certain spot, have land
where you feel safe.
Yeah, where I could just
what it is.
Build my compound, and that's gonna be my last.
Where you feel safe.
Yeah, yeah. That's the plan. Because I don't want to ever take a train again. I don't want to ever get on the Q83 bus. That don't interest me. I don't want to get in a cab. I don't want to buy a car over there. I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to stand in line at the DMV. I don't want to see these people. You know, if I need sneakers and stuff, we just order them online. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it was
I'm
really
gonna keep
fun.
trapping.
What happened? Hello?
Beatrice, are you there? I think she got no. She fell off.
Oh, the
Yeah.
signal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, okay. Well,
Are
anyways,
you?
guys,
To switch on my
because
phone again because I lost the
they
signal.
just gave the power, so I'm gonna go ask my guy to pass the pump and see if I could put some water in the tanks.
Hold on.
And because when
Okay.
they give the power here, if they give it to you at 2 o'clock in the morning, you will get up and start working. You got to fill up them buckets and make sure because they don't give the power at all. So
Okay. Okay.
I have to use the time so I'm able to put the water and stock whatever I need to stock for my workers as well. Benso! Benso! Yeah, I'm calling the guy that works for me. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll keep contact. I'll keep
Please,
contact, and
please.
once in a while, yeah, I'll find time to be able to talk with you guys more often. Thank you for the time.
Yes,
It was
please.
really,
Thank you
really,
so
really
much.
cool.
Thank you. Yes.
And and I really needed that. I really needed that. It makes me feel like the earthquake didn't happen. Like the stress just went away for real. Like I needed
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
I'm
That's
glad.
awesome.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
Thank you
guys. So
so
happy.
much for coming in. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you so much.
Thank
no
you so
problem. No
much.
problem. We'll talk again, ladies.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Take
Yes,
care.
please. Yes, please. Yes,
Okay,
please.
guys. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye
Be
bye.
safe, man. Be safe. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Okay, Mama. Thank you.
All righty.
Okay, bye.
Look, see, I was happy he came in because, dude, I was out. Because I was going to leave this is like maybe 2 hours. So,
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you.
Oh, this was fantastic. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better addition.
Please. Yeah, I know, right?
No, we
Yeah.
couldn't. This was
No, we
fantastic.
couldn't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I wanted to talk about, before I go, because I put it, yeah, I mean, that's what I want to talk about. Wonder. Okay, that's what I
Okay.
want to talk about. Because they're just like in Israel, they're pushing to have people here, the senior citizens, to take a third shot.
Hmm.
They're pushing it here now. So they start with old folks, but soon to be everybody else. So
Right.
me personally, I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, you don't want it, don't take it. Because me personally, I'm not going to take it. I
Well,
can't because
you know the drill
stuff
on
keeps
this
falling out
channel,
of my
right,
hand, man.
sis?
Not only stuff keep falling in my hand, it fucks with my memory too. I'm being very forgetful.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very forgetful. It fucks. Yeah, it's really neurological. Probably that's why a few of us died because it shoots straight for the nervous system.
Hmm.
Yeah, because my neuropathy is worse. Ooh, the pain. Oh, the pain is way, way worse.
Wow.
Since Friday, I can't walk. I left a message for Lance on WhatsApp, and I
Mm-hmm.
told him I actually have to use a bucket to pee because I cannot walk from my bed to the bathroom.
Oh my
That's how much
God.
pain I am. Yeah, that's a bucket anyway. I probably left it in the bathroom. Yeah, because I'm in so much pain that I barely can walk. And the time I get to the back, there's a trail of urine. So yeah, you don't want it, don't take it. Because some people nothing happened to them, but me, I'm good, man. I'm all fucked up. Okay, I'm surprised it didn't affect me psychologically, because I got depression, anxiety, PTSD, mood disorder, and depersonalization going on. Because somebody the doctor did not diagnose it, but since I know, I can see what's going on with me, which kind of freaked me out. It gave me schizophrenia pain. It's pill, but I'm not schizophrenic. You need to hear and see things. You need to have a distorted reality. I ain't got that. That's why I don't take their damn pills. I'm not schizophrenic. Yeah, but no, to me is I became very, very forgetful. Very forgetful. Like I forget stuff on the oven and the burn. Yeah, I'm very forgetful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and because I'm used to be. It's like if you had something going on already, it's way, way worse. Like my arthritis is way, way worse. My neuropathy, it's like I've never had the surgery.
It compounds everything that you have.
Yes, that's what it did. That's what it did. Like whatever you had before, it makes it. The same with my blood sugar, it was in the 300-400 for like a whole month after I took the shot. So now it's back to normal. Yep. And they're like, oh, it's not gonna last. It's like, it's just like 2 weeks. It lasts 2 weeks. Bullshit. Bullshit. I mean, some other people, they don't feel it maybe because they don't have their immune system not compromised like mine. You know?
Right.
If you got nothing going on, you ain't gonna forget nothing. You ain't gonna feel nothing because you got nothing going on. But me, I'm in constant pain. Yeah. I mean, if it's to a point where now I gotta, I'm OCD too. So, and that's why I have the bucket, because I like my room to be clean, smelling good. That's how much OCD I am. I'm doing my makeup, and in the middle of it, I stop and start cleaning the wall because I see makeup on the wall, and that freaks me out. That's how OCD I am. So, is that I'm a control freak? I don't know. It's just, I guess that's the thing with mental illness. When you start with one, all of them start popping in.
Right.
All of them sneaking in. Like the OCD, because like OCD is obsessive compulsive. It's mostly it's because people, when they feel their life is out of control, so that's a way to control. So like when the person who's hoarding, because that's what they have at the moment control on. The person that keeps cleaning, organizing, that's what they have control on at the moment.
Right.
Okay. So we don't even know if this thing affects you also psychologically. So exactly. It probably there may be, and they ain't gonna tell you shit. You know, like shadow banning and all that bullshit. They ain't gonna tell you shit. Okay, this is my message. You came with the first one, it didn't work. Then you say you got to take 2, it didn't work. What the fuck makes you think the third one gonna work?
Well, sis, let's not go too far down that rabbit hole.
Okay? No, we're gonna stop. But when you want to bet, they're gonna come with the fourth one 6 months later. But I'm gonna stop right there.
Yes.
Stop right there, but me, the university pushing, I'm like, bitch, homeschool. No, I'll do online because no. The two of they fuck me up. No.
What did this person just say? Earthquake just hit Alaska.
Damn. You know
what the hell is going on?
Me with Okai, because Okai is like at west of Jacmel, because the first one they found gold in Jacmel, so that's why he said that's the first thing I thought when they did that. Is either oil or gold,
right?
Or the other one, lithium. So I can even bet money the stuff the Chinese have that they can have. Cesium. Probably is there. Because understand, Haiti's a crater. It's a volcanic crater. So Lago Nav and the Gulf, that's a crater. Jacmel is a crater.
Right.
So when you have a volcano somewhere, that's where you get those precious minerals and those rare metals coming in, like diamonds, ruby, all of that. That's why you find Larimal in Haiti, and lima is super expensive now. That's from Haiti. They used to get it from Dominican Republic. That's why the Dominican are stealing land in Haiti too now. They're pushing their borders to the Haitian border because there's lima in Haiti as well. But I'm thinking it's either gold but most likely it's either gold or oil. Because the first one, everybody saw it. The next day, pictures from YouTube, from Google Map were showing Haiti, but they wanted to show live pictures of Haiti. You would see like a big black spot in the Gulf of La Grenade for 2 days. Oil. After 48 hours later, you didn't see it anymore.
Right.
They didn't want you to know that. But that's oil in Haiti.
A lot of those Caribbean islands, that's what we have under there. A lot of the Caribbean islands have oil.
And Frankie's right. And because we're remnant, the Caribbean is remnant from Atlantis. She's correct. He's correct. And the fact that we're dead, because the oil comes from the centuries of the decomposition of organic matter that was on the ground. Right. So, yeah, because if it was Atlantis, most likely, yes, we have oil.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep, and I think I reached my cap, guys. Yeah, hopefully I'll feel better next week. I hope.
You will, sis. You will. You will. You will.
You will.
You have to know that.
Yeah, and 1 week of school starts. Because even my dad was like, I'm going to go to school. But
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You know, pace yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. Like I said, you're a gift to us. We appreciate you, and you mean so much to us. But we want you to be well. We know you're a trooper. We know you push hard, and you know you do the research and everything, and you can see that you're very much appreciated. But we want to appreciate you here with us. We do.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's the truth of your beautiful self. The queen herself.
Yeah, I find it very annoying, coincidental that the internet keeps dropping. Mine keeps dropping.
Really?
So that's why I get stuck to the phone. Yeah, for some reason now when I do the show, my internet keeps falling.
You bring that truth.
Now, well, not even the Comcast, because Comcast freaks me out, man. T-Mobile keeps dropping, so I gotta highlight them. Why the internet keeps dropping? It works the whole week. But as soon as I'm doing the show, it's dropping.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You know what time it is.
Know what time it is. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay?
That's right.
Because I don't use Comcast. I use T-Mobile. So, that's the second time I noticed. It drops while I do the show. So, I don't know.
YouTube just loves us so much.
I know, right? Damn, you're making me famous without me even trying. Damn. Shit, I don't even need to dig my to shake my whatever in my ass. I don't even do that. Okay? Yeah, once upon a time, maybe when I was in my 30s, there's a dude I like. You might find a picture of me, videos of me dancing, a little bit naked. But I don't do that. I don't do that shit no more. Yeah, I don't do that shit no more. I mean, for Friday, obviously, I was 300 pounds, and I look good for 300 pounds. You know? But now, I'm a little older, things are sagging, and I don't do that kind of shit no more.
Well, you know, if you did, I wouldn't be surprised if you had a great audience that would be right there with you. Trust me.
For real.
It's not about the body, but it's the energy. And if you
For
have that
real.
sensuous energy, trust me, you can never stop
Yep.
For real, for real.
it.
Okay, but I agree that you might also find two videos, but that's not me. You know, it's just you're doing your thing, you sucking that candy, and this asshole just pushing his camera in your face like motherfucker. Can I just suck in peace, man? Why you can't have me in my face? You want me to suck it or not? Shit. You want me to suck it or not? But no. After that, yeah. That's another reason I stopped dating too. Like, it's annoying.
I don't know what just happened.
Huh? What? Let's drop? But
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm here. She
Okay,
keeps
cool.
dropping right about now. You know they gonna mess with us
I'm
like that.
on my phone. Shit, my phone too? Nah, man, y'all tripping. Because this is I'm on the T-Mobile 5G network now. So yeah, I'm not on the T-Mobile internet, so that it keeps dropping so damn much. I switched to just my phone. Yeah, because that one at least is kind of reliable, somewhat. Yeah, because in order to cut mine, you have to cut everybody's phone in the area, so probably that's why. Yeah. But guys, it's a pleasure. I'm glad that Frankie showed that. Actually, that's what was my objective, is get people fired enough to speak
That's
out
right.
their mind too. That was my objective.
Mhm.
That's why I have to think the same way. We need to be a coalition of Black nations, not just the African Union or the Union of Black Caribbean. No,
I
it has to be
know. To pull
a
it back and make it bigger than
coalition of
that.
Black nation
That's right.
where all of us are together.
That's right.
That's right.
Can't
Exactly.
go wrong that way.
No. Because we have like our own international court, our own United Nations coalition, a coalition of Black nations. We can judge them devils for what they did to us for the 500. We can judge them for the 500 years of oppression. We can prosecute them for 500 years of oppression, and actually have them pay us back, repair all you did for the 500 years, financially, psychologically, and socially. And then
And they don't want to say, they don't want to hear that. The first thing they'll say, oh, it's hate you're talking, it's hate. But it's
you
hate from
hate,
what
you
they
hate us.
did.
Why you hate us? Why you so angry? Why can't we get along? Why can't we? You racist. You
Well, let me
racist.
rob everything you have and tell you and ask you, can we all get along? You know what I mean? For hundreds of years. The whole planet. 9% of the population is dominating the whole planet.
How does that work?
And I know. And you got the Chinese, Russians who are white, whatever, most of them, but they get behind them and try to control them.
Yeah.
They don't want to see nothing. I mean, all through where they call the Middle East, which is really Africa, right? All through the Asian countries, South America, Central America, Philippines, all over the world, their presence is felt. But we're the majority of the world to vibrate even higher. And
Yeah.
we're so strong we don't even know it.
That's
An elephant that's in the cage, and they lift the cage, and all of a sudden it's like we still sit there. We don't do what we have to do.
Yeah, we allow them to believe that
The sleeping giant.
we are in power.
Exactly.
We got the power.
Yeah, we have the power. We gotta know that we have it. And once you awaken and know that you have it, that's what they don't want. That's why you have to be snuffed or just
But
taken
time
out
we
certain ways.
dictate
Right.
how things supposed to be. It's about time we dictate things, not the devils. And that day you realize that you will no longer feel the desire to betray your own kind.
Exactly. AKA the
That's my
coons.
goal. That's what I'm working towards to. For it to come to that point where you see it's not in your interest to betray your own kind.
Right. Tell it.
No matter what they pay you, it's not in your. It will never be in your interest.
For
The same
real.
money that paid you, they will take it back from you somehow. They will take it back from you. Duvalier left Haiti with $500 million. 5 years later, he was living at somebody's place.
Mm-mm.
He was broke flat.
Mm-mm.
Well, not broke, yeah. They'll take it back from you. Just saying. You know, they don't take it back from the Arabs or the Indians, but you, forget it. Forget it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming at the LanceScurvShow to listening. Thank you so much for Frankie, because I didn't have the energy for the Thank you. Thank you. I didn't have that energy.
Well, he hyped us all up tonight.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You did good, sis. You did good.
Yeah, you did good. Yes.
And we just appreciate the fact that you took the time to still come, even though you weren't feeling good.
Yeah,
We
no,
appreciate
it was
you.
appropriate to talk.
That was very,
especially with what's going on in
clear
Haiti,
view
what's going on
and
in
selfless.
Africa. Yeah, that's why I always refer back to Sankara, because he had a dream, a bigger dream than Martin Luther King. That's why they murdered him savagely. That's why.
Indeed.
Because when he went to Addis Ababa, he was saying he was calling for all African nations to become a coalition and fight against imperialism. And coincidentally, a few months later, he got murdered. Yep. But thank you guys. So
yes,
the next topic to talk about next week. Y'all be safe.
Yes.
You do the
Stay
same.
away from the crazies.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Get some rest, sister. Get some rest.
Yes.
Rejuvenate. Recuperate. Keep that beautiful mind going.
Yes.
We're going to be here.
I bid you
we'll hold it down on this side.
We just thank everybody. We thank everybody
my
that come
with
with
us. I bid you farewell.
And we bid you farewell. Thanks, guys. Yes. Queen Beatrice. Thank you.
Well, I just want to say before we go, I had a phone call from a brother who we plan on doing something, and we're going to do it again tonight. It's very late over here for me, but I'm a sacrifice. I still have to get up kind of early, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to create the link. I'm going to finish up with the banner, and it's going to go up. So we may not have a notification. So just look out for it within the next 30 minutes when I finish this banner, and even less. But keep checking the channel. We're going to be on. Now, you know what, by me saying that, YouTube's like, we're not going to put a notification. It's okay. We'll do it like this. So we're definitely going on. I just have to reach out to him. And we're going to ride out like that. And tomorrow we're going to come on back with the morning show. And we're just going to keep doing it and smashing it.
Yes,
Beatrice Noel brought it home today. Brother Frankie brought it in. And like I said, I'm very pleased. We just have to keep pressuring with relentless pursuit and pressure. Pressure the opponent. Don't let them get a rest. Work the agents. Make them earn their money. Make them wake up in the morning looking like raccoons and didn't get no sleep. That's what you have to do. Wear them down. Wear them down. You know what I mean? Chinese water torture with it on their brain.
Exactly. So listen out, guys. 30 minutes.
Niggas.
I'll hit you. You're a mess.
Lord of mercy.
Oh gosh. Oy.
Y'all take care, guys. See you
next time.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.